good afternoon, good evening, good morning, everybody out there. YouTube land and Moz coming to you with another episode of Toy Photography Talk. And we got our usual suspects tonight. And of course, Pablo likes to hit the button when people leave and come back, and then it messes it up and it brings them all into the screen while we got our intro counting down. So we can all thank Pablo for that. Thank you, Pablo. And let's get them in here so we can be thoroughly embarrassed. And of course, let's add Trevor to the stage too. How you guys doing tonight?
So I'm here for
understand that.
So when you got to add somebody, you got to wait to that countdown zone because they're going to pop and as you saw, like minimize the countdown, and we're going to be here and not able to talk.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah,
I didn't see that at all.
Luke popped out and popped back in, and Pablo, in his effort to be so helpful,
maybe because I was backstage.
And then
I popped out?
Yes.
I don't know how. I didn't touch anything.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Hello.
All right. Moving on. Let's give a shout out real quick to the almost said end game chat, like I'm a gamer again. Let's give a shout out, guys, to the guys in the chat here. Noble Young, first one, of course, here. He's got the crazy hieroglyphic things going on. Awesome stuff. JP Rex, what up, everybody? Let's see some cool shots. And Mike says we'll have none of that. I'm just kidding. Sup, all creative folks. Hello from Pablo. Jesse in the house. Hey, all. Will this be a very special Valentine's edition of Toy Photography Talk? It could be. I see Mike and Lou making the googly eyes. Very, very, very possible. And Doc Collector's got popcorn. He's ready.
Yeah, he's ready.
Junkie and Crafts and Builds. Hi, everyone. First time viewer. Thank you so much for being here, man. Thank you so much for being here. And Casper, controversial toys in the house. All right. Smoke them if you got them. We're ready. What's going on, guys? What we got going on?
Not much.
Chilling. What's poppin', people?
Paul Morales.
I do have to say that we may have to burn through some photos quickly this time around because we have a little over 150.
Yeah, we have. I think about 4 years now.
It's not a race, guys. It's not a race.
Pablo.
4 years. Got 4 years worth of content.
4 years of content. Yep, 4 years of content right there. Which isn't bad. I mean, at least we got stuff to.
Yeah, we
always have something to do.
Yeah. So,
Lou, did you get yours in yet?
No, remember I got mine from Big Bad Toy Store. You got yours from Ami Ami.
I got mine from Good Smile, so I got the cool stand.
So you got yours direct. So mine is getting allocated through Big Bad Toy Store, which I saw the comparison picture, and I saw the amazing. He got his as well, and he also showed a comparison. I'm like, I can't wait to get mine in hand. I just hope that they give us a full roster.
What you got there, Trevor?
Oh, Trevor's got something. Hold on.
Is that a smoke
Somebody
ninja?
might appreciate this.
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
Oh, nice.
Awesome.
What is this?
Nice.
See if I can show them off, but I don't want to drop all over the place.
Tripod.
No,
Nice.
Awesome.
Trevor, how dare you keep this to yourself and not tell me?
Says a guy who
That is awesome.
So
And the
cool.
little hair dryer thing.
Where is this
Oh,
from?
John
How did you
Candy.
get this?
Oh, I'm so jealous.
So
I want
good.
to say,
That is
That's
awesome.
nice, man.
dude,
That's really
They're
nice.
amazing.
beautiful.
I just want the John Candy. You can have the
That
bill.
is awesome.
Listen, give me
Yeah,
both.
that John Candy
How long?
is great.
How long
get
has
nothing.
that been in the? How long has that been in the?
Please say you get nothing. Come on, Trevor. Don't be stingy, man.
How long has it been in the works?
Yeah.
I'd say about a year and a half.
Wow, that is awesome. Now we need some 112 scale.
Doggy
Dude,
Dog Designs,
I'll
man.
gladly take those. I'll take those with a smile on my face, and I'll stop collecting.
Watch your toy.
But they can't officially do merchandise, which is the whole joke.
Yeah.
Like, you can
Yeah,
do the
exactly.
merchandise because it was they said they could do the parody if they don't do merchandise.
Wow.
So
I need that.
So all the merchandise.
I got-
Need that motorhome.
That's
Need that
messed up, man.
So
Yeah,
next up is the
motorhome.
yogurt and dark helmet, which look
Oh,
amazing.
bro.
What about that droid? the robot? Remember?
I would love those.
Joan
I would
Collins?
love the droid. I would love what's her name too. But
Yeah.
We need a
I don't know.
Pizza the Hut also.
Yes, Pizza Hut.
Listen, no. Just give me
with
yogurt.
removable pepperoni, so that way you can recreate that.
Oh,
and,
oh.
and a bunch of the
Whoa,
ding,
what
ding,
happened?
ding, ding, ding,
There we
ding,
go.
ding, ding,
Yeah.
Ding, ding.
ding, ding, ding,
All right.
ding, ding.
All right. Well, since it's been brought to my attention that we got so many pictures to go through, let's just jump right into it with Darth Matter Art. He's the first one up from last, where we left off. So here we are, man. I love the color grade on this. This is really nice colors here.
Yes.
Got the greens and red popping versus that kind of monotone Batman, but yet you still get the browns and stuff in him. I really like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
cool.
the color's gorgeous.
Yeah,
I like
the backdrop too. It's a really good focal range. I like it. I think it's just enough to be interesting, but not enough to take away. So it's really cool.
Yeah.
And we got the
gorgeous shot.
tilt going on.
Gorgeous shot.
I mean, it's a little posy. They're both looking at the camera. I kind of get the impression that you're the victim. So
Yes, because victims, aren't we all?
A little bit.
we're all victims. Yeah.
We're all
Ed
victims.
Green, happy Tuesday. Yes.
Ed
Happy
Green.
Tuesday.
Any guys have any thoughts on this? I mean,
Yeah,
I like
really
the
nice.
texture. Like
Wait,
the texture.
go back to the settings. 1 second, F11. ISO.
85 millimeter lens, nice.
Interesting. Good
Yeah.
job.
That's a portrait
Yeah.
lens, 85
Mhm.
millimeter. That's
Yep.
interesting.
The
That's a
Sony,
portrait lens.
yeah,
Good shot.
stuff, man, really nice stuff.
Yeah, I love the lighting. The blue looks really nice on there.
Yeah, I like the subtle. I like how it's changed the whites on the stuff back here. It's like a nice soft blue to it. Yeah, really nice.
Good job. Good job.
Get the nice oranges in the highlights.
A lot of texture. Looks good.
Really nice work here, Darth.
Doesn't matter. Yep.
All right, we're gonna move on to the next one because I mean, apparently we got 3 million to go through.
Yep. Keep going. We'll push through.
The Bronx Bat and the Toy Rebels. I guess this is a collab of some sort. I'm not entirely sure.
Oh, what was I about to say? Is that the Joker one? Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Well, you kind of lose it here. Like the colors and the light just take away from what that figure is.
Especially the green dome. It takes away from it.
You're really losing that.
Yeah, I would change the green light to a purple.
Yeah.
Definitely would have put it in a purple. And I don't know.
Probably,
it's hot at the tip of the tail is very hot. So,
a bounce above the xenomorph's head would have been nice too, to bring some of that light onto the shininess of the dome.
Shine on that dome. Yeah.
Oh boy.
You all right, Trevor?
No, something's going on the side.
Oh.
Yeah.
But other than that, I mean, well, I don't know.
I like the other thing is the light's not matching the extreme set at all, so it looks like just cardboard behind it. It's not really giving the indication that it's any kind of real scene. It's just like it's in front of cardboard because the lighting is going against all the shadows on that cardboard.
I think what killed it is the palette. Since the palette's printed on there, I think if you can, I would go to like Dollar Tree, if there's a Dollar Tree where you're at, and buy those palettes, and then you could have leaned an actual palette on there. And that would have helped, because the way the light is shining where the palette is at, you can really tell it's the extreme sets because of that. You kind of lose the detail of the palette on the left side.
I didn't realize that this was one photo, one frame. I thought it was two photos side by side. Yeah, at first. I didn't realize that was a column there.
I can definitely see where you're coming from with that, because this break is barely looking like a column at all.
Yeah.
I actually kind of like this version of it better.
Yeah.
But again, you're still. I mean, this is blatantly cardboard at this point, so you're not fooling anybody. But I mean, you don't necessarily have to if you don't want to.
No.
So
at least the lighting here is even and not distracting. It's not. It's evenly lit, and
I think if you did away with the blue light on the side where Batman's at, you would see more detail where Batman's at. You would have put like a white light there. Some of that white light would have spilled more onto the xenomorph, and it would have popped it more, I think.
Yeah, I think that could have helped. And I would have come with the light from the light source, typical of any place, like from the ceiling. So I would have had that coming from the down, top down instead of down up.
Yeah.
And you could even have left this green light here, but cut it with some top down white up here.
Yeah.
And that might have been, just like, the subway hallway that this is being filmed in, like the subway waiting area or whatever. That could be, that could make more sense. So consider doing that, just cut it with some whites and definitely move this one off the floor. I don't like that this light's going up to Batman and Ripley.
Yeah, I think, it's really washing Batman out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could barely make out. I mean, Batman's there, but like he gets washed out.
I'm Batman.
I done an over the head light, if anything, on the side of Batman and Ripley there. Just over the head, maybe one little spotlight. Nothing.
Yeah, I would have put the light right about here and let it come down and kind of catch them on the face side. It would have maybe come across and gave him a little bit of backlight on that wall behind him, but they wouldn't let his backside up. He would have been pulling off the wall, which would have been pretty good. That's what I got to say about that. Like a box of chocolates. All right. Anybody else on this one?
Nope.
No. All right.
Keep trucking.
Right. We're going to move on. Bronx Bat, thank you so much for sharing. Mikey, this is why you're really here today, isn't it?
No, I forgot all about this shot, honestly, but you don't have to go over it if we got a lot of photos.
No, tell us about it, Mike.
Yes, Mikey.
It's Headless Horseman. There you go.
What is this figure, Mike? Tell us what the figure.
Well, you guys, it hasn't come out yet, but be on the lookout. You got to really be somebody to get this. And
you mean you beat Trevor?
Right. Sure. No, I had never really shot this figure on the horse before, so I figured, well,
I remember you shot it once, but you were not happy with the shot, and
no, I was.
That was me too. Yeah.
I
did the
so
same
this
thing.
one
I
here,
shot it once, didn't share it.
You know what I did is I looked at a lot of people who shot this horse, and one of them's in the chat here, Jesse. I looked at a couple of his, and I'm like, yeah, I could shoot this horse. Let me just give it a shot, man.
I do like that it caught some of that orange onto the vest or the outfit.
Yeah. That's
actually I like the tilt on the horse head.
Yeah, brushed in. Yeah, thanks.
He's like, did I leave the gas on?
I didn't want to get all crazy with the glowing pumpkin. I mean, there's apps you can use, man, but I one of them is OniRig or OneRig or something. It's kind of an expensive app, but it's really works fantastic for lighting stuff that has no real light source, but it makes it look like it does. But I just didn't want to go all nuts with the pumpkin, so I did it subtle.
No, it looks good.
Like
the subtleness looks really good. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, that's it.
Very
there
cool.
You go.
Sweet.
Yeah. Thank you so much for sharing it, man.
Great night.
Oh yeah.
The Pop Fella.
Wow.
You get this Predator.
It's not a pop
here, man. It's not a pop. It's not a
not
pop.
a pop.
Definitely not a pop.
Pops.
What do you guys think?
I think it's a good departure from
Pops.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I might have cut the orange with a little something else, but a little white maybe, but he's going for that intensity maybe and likes that orange. I don't find a real sharp face in there though, but
yeah.
I'm trying to reload it on my screen, trying to get it bigger.
It looks like the focus is on the dread. That's what it looks like. Is on the dread on the side. Not that side. It's the other side. Yeah.
I think it's actually up here. I don't think it's. I don't know. It's hard to tell. I mean, even because I got this light in my face here, so.
Yeah, but I like the color. Even though it's like Mike said, it should be another color to break it up a bit. Because he does blend in a lot, but it looks good. He's posed up decent for one of those cut the torso from the legs up kind of shot.
Mm-hmm.
No, he's got the focal point on the right spot on the eye.
Because I can barely tell. It's very soft.
It's a little soft, but it's you can see the wrinkles on the black part of the eye right underneath the eye. The shadow that he has there, you can see the detail right there, and you can see the detail in the eye. But he also enhanced the eye to give it that glow where you can see that subtleness. You can barely see it on the small screen over here, but if you bring it up on a bigger monitor, you can see the sharpness in the eye.
Must be my tired eyes.
I don't have anything saying it was shot on your Go figure, but the focus does look a little soft. But to address what Lou was talking about with the colors, I'm gonna do something I never do.
Oh shit!
So this is not similar, and this is giving you that separation in color. Now I like that all orange. I'm kind of a fan of that with this all orange thing. But if you could have just gotten like a highlight of that blue green or blue or green either, and just kind of got an edge light of that. Of course, mine's a little further along than just an edge light, but could really make it interesting. You don't have to do what I do, but make it interesting, and a little bit more easier on the eyes. Because I like this color. I think it's kind of like a hot, dusky planet kind of thing, a lot of dust or something. But just to cut with that blue, it really will make the eyes kind of settle, and maybe even be able to find the focus a little easier. That's just me. I'm waiting for anybody to shoot me down.
No, yeah, it's just you, Moz. It's just you, Moz.
Well, I heard the groans when I pulled out my shot.
I heard the groan. I don't know, man. We're all old and in pain, so you're gonna hear a lot of groaning and. No, but it's a good shot. No, I do like the color, the orange.
Yeah, I like this orange, and I like the softness here and whatnot. But in the face, I'm having a hard time. I think this hotness needed to come over further on the face if you're going to stay in this color. Just like bring it over so you can see a focus, because given that this is all in shadow, it's really hard to see it.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's
yes.
Mark Attack, Mad Max, X Predator, and then we got Ryder JP in the house. JP Ryder Kick. Hey, look, finally I get to catch the episode live.
Nice.
Oh yeah. And there's Earth in the house.
Yeah, congratulations, Earth. We all knew you were gonna win with that shot. We all knew it.
Oh yeah. Right. Whatever.
Damn.
Whatever.
Well, thank you so much for sharing. We'll move on. Moving on. Archer Hawk in the house. Ooh, this is cool.
Like the arrow in the head.
Oh yeah. Anthony, congrats on your Mezco Monday win, man. The Go Figure Go says they'll buy that Owlman. I don't know. Does Anthony have the Owlman though?
No.
I don't know either. But this is cool, man. I like the arrow sticking out of this guy's back, man. This is like, oh no, Caesar's dead.
I like how the other guy looks like, did we seriously just kill this guy? And then the other guy's just walking away. It's like, yeah.
He's like,
no, I think did we let this happen? And the other guy's walking away like, we weren't here.
We saw nothing.
No, he looked like this.
Got the detail of the helmet on the ground and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty good, man.
Well planned shot.
I like how he does have the arm,
composition.
The arm over the rock there or the tree.
Yeah.
It's a good setup.
Yeah.
Lighting's really nice.
Mm-hmm.
Feels like it's outdoors.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's Steve Martin with the arrow through his head. Is that what?
What's up, Mark Attack? Yeah, just make sure you fix the tag.
That's a joke for you old people.
Steve Martin, I know. I'm trying to remember what wasn't that from
the
Three
Jerk?
No. Steve Martin and Three
The
Amigos?
Jerk?
The Jerk?
Three Amigos, The Jerk.
Yeah.
Cheaper by the Dozen, the remake.
by the dozen.
Parenthood, I think, or is it Father of the Bride? One of the two. I forget.
Father of the Bride.
Father of the Bride.
There's League of Extraordinary Sisters in the chat. Hello, everyone. We're gonna have League next week, right? With Jules
on the 20th.
That's next week, right? Today's the 13th.
Yep, with Jules. Yep, with Jules. Yep.
Hell yeah!
Yeah, nice setup. But just enough in the back behind the scenes too. Just enough to make it work.
Thingy here. Oh, there we go.
Mm-hmm.
So see how they're bouncing off this card here to actually light the figures. I don't think there's any direct light on them.
There's got to be a direct light in the back somewhere. He's got a
On the
lot
back,
of bright light coming.
Yeah, coming from the top. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you see the Alonzi smoke machine back there? See?
Oh, he has multiple bounce cards.
Brand loyalty.
Yeah.
All right. We're gonna move on. Thank you, Archer. Anybody else on Archer's shot?
No, really nice. Good job.
Awesome. Yeah.
Articulate times. Oh, it's good. He was ready for the Super Bowl.
Yes,
he was the only one that was watching too.
Yep.
Not me. I'm not a football fan, but whatever.
I don't watch no foosball.
I don't.
So I'll let you guys jump in this.
This shot in the snow, man. This is an outdoor shot, right? It looks outdoors.
Yeah, it's outdoors.
Yeah.
I like it. I would like a little detail though around where his feet go into the snow, because it looks like on camera left, his right leg, I guess, would just disappear into a white void. And I get it.
He's standing in calf-high snow, and you're still wanting to see his feet.
But I mean, the detail around the snow. You know, I know what it is, and the story communicates it well. It's a great looking shot, but I just think a little more detail around where the foot went.
Hashtag feet.
I'm just really happy that he doesn't look like a oiled up plasticky baby oil man. The first time I've seen a shot of him, he doesn't look all baby oiled up.
Obviously,
cold out, man.
The guy who lubes all his predators.
He's a little nipply.
Yeah, really. You literally lube all your predators. A good point.
He lubes all the predators, but he's you know.
I don't lube my predators. I lube the aliens. Get it right.
Oh yeah, that's what it is. Yeah,
xenomorphs. That's right. The xenomorphs.
Same thing.
An alien.
I guess you can kind of say the pred aliens. That's the predators, I guess. But
it's an alien.
Same thing.
It's an
No
alien.
Figure Go says, "Yeah, how about some trails in the snow? Unless the figure be standing there all day. He could be standing. Maybe he's frozen like that. Yeah,
frostbite, baby. It's a nice shot though. It's for being outside. Nice, evenly lit.
Yes.
You know, great
I like
separation.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
great separation in the background.
Good use. The background doesn't look like it's out of scale either. Like it looks.
No.
Yeah, things are far enough away.
He has a good depth field.
Yeah, I think I would have had him up above or 1 foot on a rock, or find a rock and stick it in there or something like that. You know what I mean?
Just to give Mikey his feet. Are you trying to placate the Michael in his feet?
Yeah.
Just get 1 foot.
I do like the little lens flare coming out from the bottom of the axe or whatever you call that. I'm not sure what you call it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, that's really nice. All right.
Good shot, man. Good shot.
Times. Do we have anything else for him?
Very nice.
No? Nope. All right. We're moving on. We're making some good progress today. Oh, hold up. There we go.
Doom.
Here you go. 30 minutes.
Oh, we could definitely skip this.
Hey, man, I've been waiting like 3 weeks to get to one of my photos.
What you talking about? You just pulled one of your shots up.
Speaking of Dr. Doom.
We get to you. Oh,
yeah, I built all this stuff, man. This is important to me.
I
built the Nintendo.
You know what I didn't realize was the remote control in the air. I don't know why.
Oh, it's the controller, for the.
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't realize the first time I saw the shot. I mean, I knew you had the Nintendo, but I don't think I ever realized the control was up in the air.
Yeah, when we saw that, they're like, "Oh, that's the miniature." I'm like, "No, Maz made that by hand." Like,
I made it all a phone, man. And he's holding the other controller here, so he was not happy about being player 2. I'm just saying.
Nah.
Wait, how was
he got beat in Mario Kart, and so Mario Kart it destroys friendships.
Oh no,
maybe they were playing Doom.
No, they weren't even playing Doom. You know what they were playing? They were playing Mike Tyson's Fight Night. That's what
that too. That too, but Mario Kart's been known to destroy families and friendships.
Yeah, but Mario Kart didn't come out on the NES though.
No, it wasn't until the 64, I think. Or
no, actually.
Yeah, Mark, I put this in Figure Flex Friday 3 weeks ago. Yeah, I did. Just because I did.
It's a cool shot.
Dr. Doom.
The only thing that I wasn't it is a little off is just the beam seems out of place. I don't know why.
Well, the plasticky one was kind of bendy, so it didn't look good. So I had to replace it with a special effect beam. Yeah. I mean, I addressed the original beam. I remember you had a problem with the original one.
Yes, but I mean, it looks good though, still. But it almost doesn't. Either that or it's the smoke that something's. But I still like.
Evaporated one of the guys, man. Like one of these gold dudes. Remember, there's 3 of these, right? So
one of them's gone. Yeah, one of them's gone.
Pablo, I have no idea what you're talking about, man. Because this is perfect, man. This is Fox.
No, I like the shot.
This is 20th Century Fox Productions right here, man.
I like the shot, but the lighting on the effect almost seems like it was. And I'm not saying it was.
Be on that arm, going up the arm. I think is what you're talking about. That
Yeah.
that effect needs to go up his arm a bit.
Yeah, I think that's what I agree.
Yeah.
But I do like the shot overall. Like, don't get me wrong.
No, you don't.
This couch, you guys, if you need a couch, this one works pretty well. You can buy it on Amazon. It's like $15. So
yeah, that looks better than those Hobby Lobby couches.
Yeah, it does actually.
But yeah. Anyway, we'll move on unless you guys have any questions.
Nope.
Is that supposed to be Vaporoni or no Vapor? Is that his hat?
You got
Oh no, that's one of the Skull Guys hats. They all have the ball caps.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't get that. Okay, I didn't realize. Okay.
I was kind of going for that.
He
He got
got
popped in his, the controller flew up in the air and the hat flew off. And,
Gotcha.
Yeah, it didn't quite land. I know.
No, it's still a good shot though. I like it a lot.
Oh yeah.
Mikey,
you can skip that one. We got a lot of.
why do you always want to skip your stuff, man? You deserve.
Okay, well.
Right, now you acquiesce, man. This thing sucks, man. I'm just kidding.
No,
this shot's awesome. I do love the way you have the messages coming out of the suitcase.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I saw the shot. Like, Mike didn't do the shot. He did this shot. I was like, oh man, that's clever. He's gonna win. He's gonna win hands down on this one.
No, I never win any of that stuff.
Was that like a judged contest or is it another just random thing?
It's the Mezco Monday.
Mezco Mondays.
It's all random though.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't know, man. They seem to gravitate right for the good ones because Gabriel won again. No, Swimmer.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Really? I always see like, I don't know. I didn't see that one. I haven't really paid attention to him in quite a while, but I used to see like, just like,
they have gotten a little better.
Basically, it's like,
they have gotten a little better at the selection. I don't know what if it's still an algorithm that they're using for the selections, but there's been better photos being chosen. Every once in a while, you do see a random shot that someone just took off the table or whatever. But like they've been a little better at choosing good photos lately.
I'm gonna tag this Guyver with Mezco Monday and see give him a mezzet and see if he win. All right. Anybody else on this one?
No, this is an awesome shot.
It is dope, man.
Did you use a screen in the background on this, Mike?
Yeah. So camera left and camera right are foam diorama pieces. All the way in the back, there is a screen, but that gate is actual. It's real.
Okay.
So I did some layers to kind of hide the screen in the back and blow some fog in there. But
looks good.
Nitpicking, but catching that reflection on there. Is that what that is, or is that something?
Where? Oh, I think it's no. There's another piece of wall there. Yeah, there's a light.
I see it now. I see it now. Okay, I see it now.
Yeah, like casting over here.
Yeah, I see it. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Mikey, thank you.
Sweet.
Amateur Hour 24/7. I have not seen something from this person before.
Actually, he's new.
So go for it, Pablo.
What figure is this? It's pretty dope.
I don't know.
I like the top down shot though.
Yeah.
Top down, baby.
I think.
Top down Tuesday.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, shot.
Is he in a hand? What is he? What is he on?
He's holding a sword, I think.
A sword. This is a guts figure.
Is it
it
the
looks
guts?
like a hand was holding him or something. So maybe it's a rock.
Is this 1/6? What is this?
It doesn't say that much. It just says
Berserker
Guts.
It's SH Figure Arts.
Yeah,
It's SH Figure Arts, I think.
But it also says Figma and Good Smile.
Well, Good Smile. Oh no, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
Figma Guts. Thank you, Seth. I appreciate you solving
Figma
this.
Guts,
Because
okay.
we would have been here for an hour.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
We would have gotten Lou involved.
No,
You didn't need me involved.
He was searching the data banks right now. If he wasn't frozen, he'd be like, nope, that is the Figma.
I wasn't even here.
It's a
I
cool
wasn't
setup.
even here. I stepped off for a second.
I don't
Lee,
think it needs it, but I think a little bit more light on the face, like on the eye, just to pop it out a bit more.
I would have hit this a little bit with just a dodge just around the head and shoulders.
Yeah, I think that's all it needs.
Little dodge to make that spot, because there's so much bright and contrast in so many parts of this that like you want to go to the face, but my eye is going all the way around.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
it's kind of going to the chest or where it meets the waist there because of that point there. I think you're right, Pablo. I just need a little more brightness in that face area.
But overall, the composition is awesome. I love how you shot it from top down. It's fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Points for top down. Points for bird's eye.
All right. That it? We're gonna move on.
Very nice. Nice colors.
Man, this was awesome. Thank you for participating. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Move on to the next one. Ooh,
it's awesome that you're on.
Ooh, another top down Tuesday.
Oh yeah, this is Maz's top down.
Did you already have two? I'm just kidding.
That's the one I wanted to get you to last week with the top down thing, man.
I'm just kidding. It's nice. I like this.
They're looking through a sunroof or something. The skylight.
It's a broken window.
See, I will say.
Oh yeah, I see it now. Okay.
Unless it's like, and this is pretty good. Although I don't really know what. I think I would have liked it without the mezzet. I know you got to put the goddamn mezzet in there. I hate that requirement.
I use it as the ghost that they were hunting. That's
he's the ghost. Okay,
it's leaving the building. It's leaving the premises. Like Constantine's like I see it. You guys are still playing with your stuff. You don't see it.
Okay, I didn't read the. Okay.
The thing says, hey boyos, perhaps you should try looking out the window. There's some ghosty supernatural thing up there.
Okay.
I probably would have popped a little bit more light on the mezzet.
I tried without.
No, but you should have done it like done the light painting technique, like just have a off light and then just paint the light on him, and then you could have just layered it.
Broke the window, right?
Yeah, he broke the window. Yeah.
Well, the window was broken. This is
it's a broken window. Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on, I got the BTS.
But it's a good shot though. I liked it when you were going over, especially since you had just finished.
Maybe if he was a silo in between. I mean, I like the angle a lot.
Yeah.
Like it's the bar across the middle. Like if he was a silhouette or if he was sitting on the sill. I hate to use the word sill and silo at the same time.
Sash.
And it was lower. Oh, thank you very much, Mike.
I think some of
the
them
middle part is the sash. I was going to call the bottom part the sill, but you're right. We could technically go with sash. You're right.
Correction, Trevor.
Welcome to Home Improvement Toy Talk Photography.
Oh, but no, it's a cool shot though.
I love the light on Constantine and the guys down the bottom there.
And the expression is perfect.
Like the mezzet, just I like what you did. I get it. It's cool. But maybe if he was on that sill in that spot and below it or something like that. But I don't know. It's good. I mean, the shadow I really like everything on Constantine. That's really lighting.
Yeah, I think Constantine was like the best part of that shot.
Paramount lighting there. That's really nice.
Yeah. But yeah, I was trying to light him up kind of like the light from the street because you see at this light here, and I was just trying not to overlight him.
Yeah, no, I get it. I think it's like the depth choice. It's hard, you know what I mean? Because you don't want him too. I get it. I get it though. It's cool. Yeah, with the caption, it makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, I wanted to bring Winston out a little bit more too, but I should have put a light on the back wall. But I was trying to go for that Winston's behind Constantine. You can barely see.
Oh, I don't see him at all.
But I was trying to just go for that, like that. It's not lit by, like conventional lighting. It's an old like rundown place, so it's lit by whatever
single bare bulb type of thing,
something like that. Yeah. But anyway,
I like this floor. Did you make this floor?
Yeah. Yep. I made the floor. I used it a couple more times. It's going to be in my saloon shot I'm working on.
Nice.
I started making one of those like 2 years ago. I'm still working on it.
It doesn't take a lot to make this.
No, I know it doesn't. I just have no time.
You just get one.
I'm halfway done with it.
Those acrylic rulers. I like those.
Be ready next year.
Yeah.
If you use the acrylic rulers, it's probably the best rulers I found to work with this stuff, and that way you can get straight lines consistently. You draw.
I use a wire brush for the wood part.
Oh yeah. But I mean, to get the wood,
to get those lines, yeah.
To get those lines, then the brush is in the middle between all that. It's all brush there in the middle, and then you do a black coat. With I use some Mod Podge mixed with black, so it seals it. And then I'll do dry brush of a couple browns. I think this one was a brown, and then like a yellow actually to get the highlights in.
Mm-hmm. You used what? You said you used black what?
Black and Mod Podge mixed to do it.
Did you say Mod Podge?
Yeah.
Is that different than Mod Podge? Are those two different products? I'm just playing. It's Mod Podge. It's
Whoa.
Mod.
Oh, yeah, Mod Podge.
just
Yeah, I
playing.
guess. Whatever.
I'm just
Whatever.
playing. Don't get on the Facebook group and say that.
Actually.
Ryder says, "Hey Trevor, when are you getting a space marine? Like you kind of need one, bro. Trust, like FR gang. Tell Trevor the truth. He needs one. FR.
What are you talking about?
I have no
I don't even
idea
know what you're talking about. Space Marine? Like what kind of like an alien Space Marine or like just a Space Marine? Because
Nobody tells me.
I'm not
nothing.
putting humans in cosmic.
I think he's talking about the Warhammer Space Marines.
I think so.
Oh
yeah.
well. Okay, well. Thanks to our good friend Alberto, Noir Kaiser Effects. MF sent me this after our show, and he's like, "You got to shoot it," and I'm like, "Damn it! All right." He's not
There
getting
you go, man.
me
That's a good one too.
And you get
Yeah,
away
it's
with
cool.
it.
I mean, he's really cool, but like,
I see you haven't opened the box though. Much like my Jacob
I don't-
Marley is still sealed.
I haven't had time, man. I mean, he just sent it last week. Shut up, Moss. Don't cause trouble.
What? I just said I got shit that I ain't opened either. Damn. All right, we're back with the Bronx Bet. We got the twins and we got the Baroness, and she's on the Game of Thrones.
Okay.
I mean, I guess I'll jump in there and put my foot in my mouth, but I think the lighting is a bit too it doesn't complement the story here.
Did you put your foot in your mouth?
Yeah.
Then you won't be able to see the foot.
So I mean, I just think the lighting could help sell the poses and the set the scene a little bit better.
Yeah.
It's a little bit even and just
some cool top-down lighting would have been really cool on this. Like no other light, but like a single or two lights coming down, kind of crossing them would have been really, really cool. Yeah. I mean, you would have had to back them off that background because it would have.
Yeah, because that's a shiny background. This is going
to
reflect all that light if you're not careful.
But if you if you kept the base with the Cobra logo, that's kind of cool. Get rid of the background, put black background, a few feet back, and then light these from the top down. You know, a couple of spotlights would be really cool.
Well, we have to stop for a moment because Casper would like to see Mike with his foot in his mouth.
Stop.
Stop.
I'm sorry,
I couldn't even get my foot up to my knee. That's how limber I am. So there you go.
Anyway, yeah, I agree with you, Trevor. I mean, a nice Paramount light on this. Pull that back off.
Yep.
Yeah. With it, and then also tighten the focus because something's going on with Baroness's face. I don't know if it's like an effect you did on there to try to tighten it up with like clarity or texture or something, but her face looks wonky.
This looks like it's a filter of some sort.
Yeah, like it has a
filter, like watercolor. You know, it's not watercolor, but it's akin to that type of thing in Photoshop.
It's contrast, like when they try to contrast the photo to sharpen it a bit more,
crispy. Yeah, gets a little crazy.
She looked like she got
Don't
punched.
use that shit. Here's my advice. Like I know that people are just starting out and you're gonna try things. Don't use that shit. Like don't use anything that like is gonna alter your photo to look like watercolor or a paint or. You know, just don't try and stay away from that stuff, man. It just never works. It's not good. It's just not
good. It's not good to look at your photo and say, man, what is this missing? A filter. It's never missing a filter.
It's never missing a filter.
It's never missing a filter.
Here's the thing. I want to offend a lot of my females. There's a reason why they use filters and photographers don't.
Oh damn, Lou.
I mean, anybody who's taking a selfie wants to use a filter. I mean,
bingo.
I mean,
like they want to cover those imperfections.
Yeah, but those do a little bit, and you can tell it's a human. You know what I'm talking about. I know you.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but you put that on a figure, it just doesn't look right.
Yeah, it's just it's never going to if it's out of focus, it's never going to sharpen it up. You just have to retake the photo.
Yep.
So
and it's tough.
Don't even try it.
Sometimes you look at the photo and you say, what is this missing? And it's better to sit back because I do this all the time. It's better to sit back and really try to identify what it's missing and not just slap a filter on there and think, oh, there it is. It's better to say, you know what? This lacks contrast. You know what? This lacks detail in the shadows. This lacks composition, and just really sit back and analyze it and don't think that a filter is the fix. So,
and honestly, like a lot of the stuff, like, I don't know, we see it every once in a while, but like, try and look at somebody else's photo and like kind of analyze what they've done. You know what I mean? And if you have to ask them, maybe they're nice enough to say, "Oh yeah, I just used 2 overhead lights or whatever, and put the background way back, just black, and whatever. I mean, people are pretty good about giving you advice. Most people are anyway.
Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, try to emulate something. I mean, if you're trying to get into this, I'm not saying this is a bad start. This is where everybody starts. Everybody's first few pictures look like this. But if you want to get better,
Yep. My first Lego shots looked exactly like this.
Exactly. Yeah. Well,
I'm sorry, JP. I'm sorry, JP.
Mine still look like this.
Yeah, especially from Instagram. Don't do it.
Yeah, don't use the Instagram filters. Mm-mm.
Good Lord, no.
Give a shout out Toy Addict in the chat, man. Toy Addict 17 in the chat.
Every time I get roasted on my photos, that was from me using the filter.
Yep.
Yep.
I'll tell you that.
And you learned. And you learned.
You live and you learn. When I stopped using the filter, they're like, "Oh, Lou, what did you do?"
JP is on fire tonight, man. He's all over.
Yeah.
What did I do to you, JP? I'll have to go back and watch last week's show. Man. Yeah, I said too much.
All right, Brock, man. Thank you so much.
I just heard a noise outside my window. Is that you, JP?
Somebody's creeping in my window.
All right, guys. Thank you so much, Brock's bets. We'll move on. We got Fred's Shack with some Samus love.
I like that Samus. That's a Figma Samus, right?
Yeah,
the new one.
Yeah,
new game.
Old one.
Yeah, so do I.
That.
I need a good Samus. I do.
Yeah, I heard good things about this one.
I like the angle in the shot.
Sandwich.
I got the impression that she's jumping over some like Metroid thing or something.
Yeah, I like that whatever he used for the floor, that weird liquidy lava looking.
Reminds me of part of their force field thing, maybe kind of undulating.
Yeah, it looks really good. And the light casting from that onto her armor looks great.
And then the opposite light on top, just giving a nice little what you would call
color contrast thingy.
Like a little more room on top, just like if she was moved down just into that dark area completely. I think it would have been just an inch down. I think with the composition wise, it would have been cool. I like the space between the top and the bottom, definitely. I think you could have had a little more room at the top, and framed her a little bit better using that. Hello.
What's up, Wiener?
Rooster.
What's up, Wiener?
That was a rooster or a dog? I couldn't tell.
That was a wiener dog.
The wiener dog.
Kind of the same. Yeah, just frame her with that dark section of the roof there would be kind of cool.
I just like the shot, man. It's cool, man. Although I'm a fan of the original OG Samus look, though. I mean, there's the white and red thing. I don't know. I like that.
I want a little more depth.
Gold, man.
Their leg in focus a little bit more, but
there's back.
Yeah, he shot it at 1.4. That's no, it's a 1.4. No, f4. Okay. It's a 50 millimeter 1.4, but he shot it at f4. Yeah, you got even 5.6.
Oh,
sharpen it up a little bit right there, like you're talking about.
That, like, something like that, and it's going to be a little out of focus, but not something like that.
Yeah.
Pablo's wiener was very vocal. You're right.
Yes.
Obnoxious wiener.
Obnoxious little.
Got an obnoxious wiener.
Control your wiener, Pablo.
She thinks she's a bird. She's straight here on my shoulder.
Tame that thing.
Moving on. Thank you so much, Fred.
I like this.
That's
nice.
Alpha Raptor.
Like
We're going to visit the Triceratops, give it some flowers. Not to be confused with Frankenstein's monster.
I think she's eating it, right?
Like, you know what I get from that? Remember that movie, The Time Machine?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
I get Time Machine vibe from this, man.
Yeah.
What's your Time Machine?
Yeah.
Who's that? That was Rutger Hauer, right?
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah.
No.
It was shit.
The
guy from Lockdown.
His wife dies.
Malcolm McDowell.
Yeah,
Guy Pearce.
No.
Guy Pearce. No, it was the Guy Pearce.
No, I'm talking about the old one.
You're talking about the older one?
No, I don't know.
Yeah. Time Machine. That was Malcolm McDowell, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, Guy Pearce did the
actually.
So did they do another one after that?
I'm gonna look it up.
Please look it up, Mike.
I'm looking at it.
Because we'll be talking about this for the next 5 minutes.
This is a gorgeous shot, though.
Yeah, really nice, man. This is really good. I like this.
Why has it got a hole in its thingy?
That's the way it is.
The way it is.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Since when?
Well, apparently everything we knew about dinosaurs is wrong anyway.
This is not a triceratops.
It's not a triceratops.
No, I forgot the name of this one. Does it have the name? Alpha, did you put the name on there?
This is a Cornholiosaurus, I think.
This is the Mattel Jurassic Parksaurus.
You know what? Now you're gonna have me go look for this. Dang.
It's a feature of this species. It's a
There you go. Yeah, that's it.
Sinoceratops.
Thank you. Okay. I couldn't get it out.
Sinoceratops.
Pablo's wiener was stopping me.
Hey, don't blame my wiener.
I really like the color grade here, man. This is really,
it's got a nice atmosphere, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's got that overcast kind of day look. I like this a lot.
Yep.
Even though, like, the one thing that's missing, and Alpha Raptor has done this before, but the bland background is a little harsh. But there's something about his stuff that now at this point, I think I'm just like getting to this point, like he's not going for like realism here. You know what I mean? Like you get a little bit of realism, but it's a toy. You know what I mean? And it's just a kind of a fun toy shot. So, you know, you could have broken that up with some plant life or something in between the background and the grass.
Yeah, you kind of need
something just to vary the height of that plane that they're on. You know what I mean? So it looks like it just doesn't like fall off a cliff. Or maybe it's a cliff. I don't know.
Well, the colors work, but yeah, I agree. You do need like a treetop or something, just something back between that drop off in the back.
Some leafy. He's got the stuff. I know he's had it before. Like the thing she's holding, you know, something like that in the background, which is like looking like some nice weed for that Sinoceratops.
Yeah, man, it's medicinal.
Right. Exactly. He's got his card. He's got his card, and. Good to go.
All right, Alpha Raptor, man, beautiful work.
Really nice shot.
We'll move on to our next one. We have JP Rex, and who's got the higher ground now? They're both on the same plane. What does this mean?
True enough, yeah.
And September's
a little early for September.
Anakin's got the high forehead here, I guess.
Anakin does have the high forehead. That's a good one. This is pretty cool, though.
Yeah,
I would have liked a little bit more on the ground level to show what they're standing on, but
they're standing on a tabletop. Can't you tell?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Well, what was a platform they were on at first?
Why is Anakin?
It's been a while since I saw her.
When they were fighting, they were on the droids at first, and then they went and fought on the.
Well, actually,
didn't they start on on some sort of platform outside?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah,
outside off the ship. Yeah,
off the ship.
It was like one of
those
droids.
I mean, who cares? It doesn't have to be like scene specific.
Fed Rimbers.
But yeah, I would have loved to have seen a little bit more space, not cut off that toe, and just give him a little more room to stand on.
Yeah, just a little bit. That's it. Like it's not.
Yep.
It's not
like
over
half an inch.
And this toe's cut off too. Look at that, man.
Yeah, Obi-Wan's toe.
And like it's not even like the toes cut off. It's like more like I just need more of like what they're standing on.
Yeah. But overall, it's a cool shot though.
Yeah.
Lighting's great. It's nicely matched with the background and the environment.
JP says this was an antenna thing they fought on at first.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I remember. See.
An antenna thing.
The antenna thing. The actual details is perfect.
Yeah, accurate description. There we go.
I just don't feel like they're really putting a lot into it, though. I think that they're just kind of like relaxed. Kind of like when like two boxers like hug. I'm kind of getting.
It might be taking a break, a breather.
Yeah, they're trying to take a rest.
Yeah, it's like, do we push on? It's like, do we push
the
on?
Droid ref is going to come in any second and break him up.
Yeah.
Oh, listen, this is like wrestling. They're over there having a conversation. Okay, if I do this flip, make sure you. If you don't duck, I'm cutting off your legs and your arms.
Yeah, with these figures, JP, I can imagine it's hard to get the good pose out of this because I mean, unfortunately, these guys are kind of stiff looking.
What was I'm interested in what the challenge was. Are you using a screen background here and trying to match the lighting and stuff?
I don't know.
That's I'm asking him. Yeah, I mean he's in
because he had.
Oh, you're asking him.
Yeah, I'm asking him, not you.
Yeah, because he posted under there. It was his most challenging shot
I saw
in a while.
It's right there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
Tell us about it.
Yeah, tell us about it.
I like the lighting. I mean, you matched the lighting really well. Maybe a little more hot light in the middle of the two of them or something, like from that white spot. But I mean, it nicely frames them. Compositionally, it's nice. I would have liked seeing a little bit more of the feet, and I think there's a struggle there. I don't know about the touching heads, but maybe that was a part of the scene that I don't remember quite.
You got to twist those torsos a little bit. Anakin's is way too flat. I'm not sure the exact.
Yeah, that'll help.
It just doesn't have that fluidness to it. It makes them look flat and very rigid. So twist that torso a little bit. You know, have this shoulder coming into this shoulder and his shoulder coming kind of into that shoulder, along with the heads.
I think Obi-Wan looks decent. Those back hands, maybe if they were down more, then Anakin could be like turned a little bit more out and could have had his hand, you know, and not so like its torso looks like very rigid. And you almost can't make out that arm, so it looks a little, you know, where it hits the shoulder there, so it looks a little stubby.
Yeah.
You need a little bit more light on Anakin than you normally would too, because his clothes are so dark. We're losing that entirely here. Yeah, I mean, I'm not getting that feel like this light's around him like it is Obi-Wan. See how Obi-Wan, he's got all this light coming around him.
Yeah, Obi-Wan
needs that too. And unfortunately, with the dark clothes, it's getting kind of absorbed and not represented. So
this is a tricky shot.
Yeah. It is tricky. Good try though, man. Very nice work.
You can go overboard with the orange too, and I don't think you did that.
Nope.
I think you could have used a little more white because it is white hot. You're talking about lava, so there is some white light coming off of that, not just orange.
Well,
but
Mark,
it's nice.
Mark, with this pose, in the film, again, the body's more organic. These are hard plastic figures, so it could be a little tricky.
Okay. I don't remember that scene, but I'll look it up.
Yeah. All right, moving on. JP Rex, thank you so much for sharing. Let's move on to Pablo.
Oh, nice.
This is a gorgeous shot, Pablo. This is why I bought Fio, whatever her name is.
Fio.
Point to Pablo. I don't see no bras, bro.
It was just one shot.
This is dope. I like this black and white shot. It's nice.
Yeah.
Clean.
I never have the balls to do a black and white shot, man. Always, I'm like, and then I go to a color. Well, I like this better.
I think I have the color version on there too.
I think
Did you use a gradient map on there, PL, or how did you do your black and white?
No, I have an action that I made a while back that gives it that old 1940s cinema black and white.
Oh, okay. Yeah, right on.
And that adds a little bit of grain to it.
Nice.
What we got here?
Oh. So this is that scene, I guess. I mean, he's up and down, but you can see like it's a different angle of Anakin. Like you can kind of see the front. I mean, it's very silhouetted. So I mean, there's motion here, so it's blurry. But like he did a good job of like matching the scene.
And their feet are cut off in this one too. So he did good. Look. He did. Hey.
I take everything back. Dude.
Yeah, if you're doing a scene reproduction, man, like here's the other thing. I would say, like, if you're gonna do that, like maybe even post this scene next to it in the next slide or something, so people know that, like, hey, this comes from here. This is what it looked like, dude. You know what I mean? Like, idiot.
Yeah, he did great.
That way, you can always tell Trevor. Well, actually,
or everybody, not just me.
JP Rex says, depends where you pause the scene. There was a couple of frames sooner.
I'm sure. No, I mean, looking at it now, looking at that scene, he did a good job, man. It's good. I just like it's different than like a photo's different from like a screen shot or a still. You know what I mean? Like you kind of want to get like that most of the motion that you can, like the most movement out of it, but. I think Obi-Wan looks great. I just would have moved Anakin a little bit, but it's nicely. I mean, I think you match the lighting, man. It looks good. I stand corrected.
Ian Saunders in the chat, guys. Don't forget, I think after this show,
is it tonight?
he's got his show. So
Has he got another? Have you got another one tonight?
I don't know. I don't remember seeing an advert for his today, but
yeah,
he's been
that's
doing
right.
it
I
every
haven't seen
Tuesday,
that. Yeah.
But it usually is.
Yeah, usually is. We'll see. We'll see. We'd love to have him on at some point. Hint, hint,
Full
wink,
frame.
nudge, nudge, say more, say no more.
Yeah, we gotta have you back on. Yeah, he's been on. We just need to have him on
I
again.
thought so. Yeah.
Mark Attack. He matched the lighting better than George Lucas. To be fair.
No. It's good. It's good. Like looking at it now, it's good.
Oh, no show tonight. All right.
Oh, okay.
Well, if you want a link, you can come on in, man. I'll send you a link. Just
I get to watch TV.
Well, we'll be a surprise guest with Ian if you want to come in. Anyway, Paulo, anything you want to add about this, or I think it does enough.
No, actually, I'm actually really happy with all the black and white ones that I've done of these girls.
Yeah, they look great. Look great.
Like when you use walls and stuff like that, it's just a singular wall, right?
No, that's a full-on dial building. It's got all 4 walls and roof.
Ooh, okay.
And floor. It's a small one. I made it specifically to do the metal slug shots. And I've used it for my Fallout stuff also. Like I used it recently on my vapor shots. But yeah, it's a full-on dial, a little building.
Okay, cool.
Rock on, Ian. Rock on, man. No, if you want to hop on, let us know. Send you a link. Add some spice to this, man. Get some cayenne pepper going on, something kind of spice.
Bland as fuck.
Mark, as I've gotten into toy photography, I've realized the green screen and color matching was in the prequel.
Oh yeah.
It was not good.
All right, let's move on. Pablo, I love those, man. I'm so glad I finally at least got one of them.
This is nice.
An awesome shot, man.
Optimus Prime. Is this style
motion in this and the storytelling? I love that he's reaching back and pulling that out of the sheath. And there is even like a step up motion, like the ninja that's coming at him is kind of like leaning back as if he's stepping up the step.
Yep.
You just see enough of that for him to be like a part of the frame, part of the story. And again, doing great stuff with this flat.
The extreme sets, it's gorgeous.
I thought this was 78 points. This is a set. To be honest,
no, it's an extreme set.
Yeah, when I read it, I stopped myself. It just was like, oh,
like that's how
it's really nice.
That the dial set is just to be in the background, to be blurred out. It's just the filler.
Good depth. Yeah.
For like me, I still have the train set that I've only taken like 3 or 4 shots with way back when I first got it, and it's very blocky. You really don't want to take a full-on shot of it and give all the details on it because it looks like a cardboard box train station. You want to make
that's true.
Blur. You want to do it in the blur always.
You gotta be careful, man. Gotta be careful.
Yeah, because if not, Miles will sniff it out and be like, "Oh yeah, that's flat. It's cardboard, baby. That's cardboard. All I see is cardboard.
You can smell it. You can smell it.
Smell it."
Well, this is really
brown
good. The color grading on this is gorgeous, man. I love the tone. It gives it that old samurai movie
kind
vibe.
of Shogun kind of thing, man.
It's got a grimy
Shogun on FX. I can't wait.
Yeah, no, it's coming soon,
me
right?
too, man.
February 20 something or other. Yeah,
can't wait for that.
That's gonna be awesome.
Oh, by the way, while we're talking about future dates, real quick, I inadvertently scheduled my Dune 2 tickets for Tuesday, March 5th.
Yeah,
so we will not be doing a show
that
Tuesday.
We're gonna show March 5th. Yep.
Yeah,
that's okay. Pablo will have enough content for you.
On Pablo, if you want to start a show and do one, that's fine, man. But I'm just saying, I will be at the IMAX screening of that from 3 till whenever.
March 5th. I need to get back. I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I've done it before, so it's not like it would be the first.
Yeah. Speaking about schedules, real quick. Next week, I won't be on the show. I'll be in Disneyland. Well, Disney. Yeah, so I'm going to go and make my own lightsaber and all that other good stuff.
I thought you already had a lightsaber.
Yeah, I do. I used it. That's how I got my daughter.
That's fun. Oh,
right. Moving on, Optimus Prime. Thank you so much. Anybody else on Optimus Prime?
No, just like I love his lighting. Yeah.
Pablo, God dang it, Pablo.
You know what? I like this shot better than the last one, Pablo. I mean, I like the last one too, but I like this. This is a
nice top down, also.
Man, this figure is.
I like her vest.
I love this figure.
Yeah. Vest. I like her vest.
Vest. Yeah, vest.
Vest.
With a V. V.
Moving on.
Vest.
Darth Matter, man, with the up close and
Reminds me
personal.
of Velma from Scooby Doo for some reason.
She
Yes.
does have that kind of Velma look. Yeah, she does.
The glasses do it. Yeah.
Just Jeff said that this is a pretty cool vibe, gotta say. So, yeah. Darth Matter, man, this is killing it, man.
That's nice.
I kind of wish there was a little bit a highlight on this side, just to kind of. I'm maybe it's just my style. I like to get a light on both sides of the face to some degree, you know. Like
I think if it's separated by the background, he's got like the light background back there with smoke or whatever is going on back there.
Yeah, but you're
There's
losing
enough of a definition that I don't
Right.
think you need the rim light.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think you need the rim light as much. The only thing that
It's not gonna hurt, but like I don't think you necessarily
Right,
need.
yeah,
It's not like it's like fading into black or something like that,
It's just me, I think.
which could be good too. Like it's different. Like, it's
the
always
oh,
good
it's
stuff.
just the settings. I don't know how. I kind of wish that one arm was extended out.
This
The
one
one
is
that's cut off. Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
I don't know if I
Either
the way
like
the elf-
back,
it's-
like he was like striding. you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it was back here a little bit more.
It just
Or
looks like a weird. nub.
maybe both of the hands gripping the sword or something like that.
That's what I was gonna say, Trevor. Both maybe move it
Yeah.
up to the sword.
Yeah, it just gets a little lost, and I knew you were saying like you bounce around the head, it looks really good. You go to the sword, and then you go down there and you go, oh, what happened to his arm?
Yeah, it's like.
Okay, I see it now. I see.
mean,
it.
it's not
reaching his
bad.
pocket for some change, man. He's gonna pay the toll.
Got to pay the ferryman to get across the river Styx. right?
He's tossing the
River
coin
Styx.
Witcher so he don't get decapitated.
That's right. That's right.
He's like, how much one rib, man?
Going to your witcher.
There we go. Now I got somebody stuck with it in the head.
You know what I had stuck in my head all day yesterday was the theme from the Short Circuit movie. You know that Who's Johnny song.
Oh,
Oh, Elton
My
Bar.
earworm, you're welcome. I had that
Elton
in my
Bard,
head all
yeah.
day yesterday.
I'm alive.
I just kept going, Who's Johnny? Jeez.
Nah, see, they were playing I Need a Hero at the casino yesterday.
Look at Trevor. Trevor's like, no.
It's like why?
You're welcome.
Stay on target.
On target. Yes.
Anyway,
I like the moonlight. I like the lighting here a lot.
Yeah.
that's
I do.
definitely Lou. What is that behind him? Do you know?
That is the freaking Amazon trees.
Nope. I think that's
No,
the
what-
McFarlane Sleep Hollow Headless Horseman branches.
Oh yes. They also use that for
That's all I know.
Spawn,
Love that thing.
the Halloween Spawn figure. Yeah.
Creepy trees.
Mark,
Hey,
it's like,
listen,
no, just make sure you don't swing your lightsaber in
Worry
Disneyland
about, baby.
in front of the kids.
Listen, it's not me that they have to worry about. It's those people who work at the parks that be having the tight short shorts that be letting it hang loose. That's the
Watch out for the tripod daddy at the theme park.
Daddy always walks with 2 pairs of pants.
All right. We gotta stay on target.
We're gonna
Yeah,
get
sorry. Yeah, no,
Dark
good shot though.
Matter,
Yeah, I love it. It's
I like
still a
this,
great shot. It's just the arm for me. It's just like I think I would have preferred it. Yeah.
Yep. Just remember who's Johnny.
But it's fine.
All right.
Ooh,
top down
freaking
corner.
bad. Damn, this is a
The
nice one.
Trevor,
That's a nice setup.
Trevor's got some top down.
Well, Anthony trying to suck up, right?
Now, did these figures
That's
come
great.
with all these accessories?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so. Yeah, they
Damn.
come with a lot of stuff. The accessories alone are worth it, honestly. Like I should have picked these figures up.
Dang, these are nice.
These are the third party ones, right? Not
Yeah, I
the,
think
Yeah,
yeah, because I know the Mezco ones that they did were just blocked figures. They're like figurines.
Yeah.
They had all the accessories, but they're can't do nothing with them.
Yep.
That's dope.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that looks really great. I
Awesome,
like the
Anthony.
soft lighting on top of the bald head of
Yep.
Eisenberg.
Coming from a
Yeah,
high
I
window.
think-
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's you did that really good. It looks like skin right there. It looks really good.
This
A
is
nice
really
soft.
good, man.
They're down there
I
in
want
the
this arm on the tabletop though, instead of hanging down by his side, just because it looks kind of stiff and not natural here.
Which
Really?
arm?
I think it looks like it's just kind of like he picked something off up the thing and he's just kind of chilling. I don't know.
I think he's just relaxing, touching chemicals all the time, going like this. If I fuck up, it's
All right, fine. Shoot down everything I
Like
say.
shakes.
Cool, whatever.
Shakes.
Yeah, it's like this. Now my hands can relax. I don't have to touch nothing.
No, it's really what's nice is this this blurred out like railing from the stairs. It's in the front left, right?
Yeah.
It goes up past. It goes up to the left, and then you got the right. You got the other bar that's a little more in focus from the steps, just framing that like really, really nice.
At first, at a quick glance, I thought that was like a SWAT figure.
What? SWAT?
What? It was a SWAT figure.
Like a SWAT, like a SWAT officer. It almost like if you look at it quickly on that section on the left with the suitcase, that right above the suitcase, it looks like the back of the head. It looks like a backpack, and then the railing, how it blurs out, and then above it is the strap of whatever it is back there, but it almost looks like an arm. Like at first, I thought it was like another figure there. I was like, wait a minute, is that a? But then you look at it and I was like, oh no, it's a suitcase, a barrel, and
maybe a little meth in that suitcase would have been like something in there.
That would have been cool.
Like just break it up. But like
sure.
Crumbs on the counter.
Just throw some meth in there. You know what I mean?
Crumbs on the counter would have been good, but
that's my solution to everything. Throw a little meth in.
What's missing here? Meth. Not a filter.
Oh man, that was a good shot, man. Awesome.
Yeah, I'm loving this, man. I agree with Trevor. I kind of wish I'd pick these guys up too now.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah,
so many cool.
And not everything, man. Where are you gonna put it, right?
It is triggering though. I saw a spill at work this week, and it was like a whole bunch of blue powdery stuff, and it was probably what they used to sop up like the liquid or whatever. But I was like, Heisenberg was here. That's what I was telling them.
Anthony, I have an idea for these guys, man. I'm just gonna give it to you because I'm not gonna have them, and I've had it for a while, and I'm not gonna do it. So I'll just give it to you, and you can do what you want with it.
Sweet.
Yeah, they're about to add it to the case after the inspection. Of course, yeah. I'm gonna move off this though because I don't want to get flagged for like the talk here. So let's move on. Oh, wow. Anthony, by the way, that was a gorgeous shot. Thank you. Amateur hour 24/7. This is a cool scene. Although, like, she's laying. This is like chest facing the floor. Her arms. Is she not a posable figure? Is that why her arms like that and her legs like that?
No, she's posable.
Marvel Legends.
Protecting the cat.
Moria McTaggart.
Yeah, kind of saving the cat, and Iron Man saving her.
I think if the cat had been turned around, like, and I think you could have hid the fact that the cat was just kind of standing there, and it would have looked like she was.
Yeah, I think so. Too.
Grabbing it. You know what I mean? Because it's a little awkward.
The cat doesn't look phased at all.
It's a cat at all. I see it.
I mean, the fact that the cat isn't phased is kind of correct.
Well, that's correct. Yeah, it can't be.
It's true. It's true.
It's just like the way she would grab it might have been different. But
yeah, I think so too. I think it's because it might maybe the hand choice, the fists. I don't know.
Yeah, this is a tough shot because like this is one of those things of like where do you get back and you keep everything in focus for the most part, or do you focus on one thing or another? You know what I mean? Do you focus on Iron Man holding that up, or do you focus on the cat and the figure holding it? I would have cropped it in a little bit from the left. I don't think you needed that much sky back there.
The setup is gorgeous. I do love the whole.
And then you would have had a nice composition. It's pretty good composition. Yeah.
Yeah.
I am noticing a few Photoshop kind of things, like your brush is a little hard here where you've got your smoke effect. You can really see the edges of it.
Oh yeah.
I can anyway on the actual shot here. So you gotta be careful of that. Play with your don't be afraid to play with your opacities of the brush itself when you're doing that. Like start really light, then kind of get darker and darker. If you're gonna make
use a soft round brush instead of a.
Well, yeah. He's using I don't know what he's using. But,
yeah. Or go spend a bundle on a Smoke Ninja #Pablo. Or 10% off, right? 15% off.
There you go. Yep.
Code Pablo.
And then the other thing, I don't know if this figure can do this pose, but I would have turned her torso so that her knee was coming out this way. Instead of like her laying on her knee, because that can be good.
Well, it might not be good. I mean, she kind of dove, so
I don't know, but I would have put her knee out like this kind of.
I think it's more her turning her for her shoulder or her elbow.
Well, her shoulder and elbow are gonna have to be kind of like this just to get around.
I would have twisted it so her shoulder was kind of on the ground and she was kind of grabbing the cat. Maybe you couldn't get the cat underneath the arm at that point. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's very tricky when you're dealing with like plastic and you got like control to link these two like plastic figures and make them look like they're interacting. It's very tricky.
Yeah. First time with digital. It's cool, man. It's cool, man. Just play around with it.
Yeah, that's good though.
Generator tool, you gotta be careful with that too with something like smoke, because it's gonna give you those seams. So you gotta, once it generates that, you're gonna want to go into your mask and probably invert the mask and then just kind of add in the way you want it with your softer brushes. That way it doesn't come in with any hard angles like that.
Or just do a blur. If you're doing like a brush, like a smoke brush,
Gaussian blur,
just do a Gaussian blur on your
smoke. Do it too. Collector's Orbit in the house. How's it going, guys?
But nice.
It's going, man. It's going, man. It's good seeing you, Dave. Marketech, also add those on a separate layer so that the editing is non-destructive and you can see. Yeah, always add stuff like that on a separate layer.
Yeah,
definitely. All right, amateur hour, man. Thank you so much for sharing. The Bronx Bat. This is your third one today. Are we moving that fast, or is it just that many posts?
No, I think we're.
It's about 3 weeks ago, so we aren't moving too fast. Still 3 weeks back. It's a cute shot, man, but it's very like
the pose on the.
I don't know about
rear
that dog's leg.
Not right. Yeah, it's not. Yeah. It's not bending in the right direction.
Yeah.
What's up, Turtle Toy fanboy? Happy Turtle Tuesday. The leg's weird, and your lighting is just like there's nothing here. It's just like a straight bright light on them, and there's no real shadows to go with or anything. It's just one light.
No lighting dynamic.
Yeah, it's missing the lighting dynamic.
Yeah.
So
and the wolf's knees bending the wrong way on the rear.
Yeah. Just even a gobo would have been nice to shoot through anything. Shoot through a couple pieces of cardboard with slits in it. That's all. Something.
Yeah. Just something kind of bring that light down so it's not so in his face.
Hard.
Marketech says dog needs to go to get his leg checked in the vet.
He does. And Dracula's like, hey, what do you got my pillow for? Give me that back.
Yo, man, give me my pillow, man. Give me
my pillow back.
All right, Bronx Bat, thank you so much for sharing, man. Ooh, Raven's Eye Studio. We got Electra and this skull guy way back here. Oh, okay. Oh, wait, what? Why is it? This is weird. Okay.
The Hell's Kitchen collaboration.
Yeah, but why is it so like big? It's like not fitting. It's weird.
Oh, that is right. On yours, it is doing that. On mine, it's fine. The picture's fine though.
Yeah, weird. I really like the color here, man. I love that she's got that, the complementary contrast to the scene here. I kind of wish he was brought into focus a little bit more.
I liked how blurry he has, but I would have moved him more to the center and cropped it in more. There's too much of a void between the two characters.
All right, then fine.
No, I mean that's my take on it. I mean,
no.
You had your opinion too, but for me, I guess he was going for the landscape. But I think this shot would have been great as a portrait.
Yeah, portrait orientation.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The problem with the portrait though is you wouldn't get that nice window, which I kind of like. The window is just, he would.
Is the window real though? Is that real or is that?
No. I think it's one of the reasons why he's so blurry is because in order to make it all work, they kind of blurred both of those guys. I don't know.
It's great though. I still like it a lot. Yeah. I do love the color. The color on here is awesome. I think he could have feathered out the lens flares on the tips of the side a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're a little too strong,
Yeah.
And I don't think you would have needed the flare on all three tips. I think you just on one on the left side because technically, or on our camera left, I think technically is the only one that would have had the flare coming from the window light. The other one that's blocking it by her head wouldn't have the flare on there.
Yeah. So there you go, guys. You learn flares.
Where's the flares?
Pablo will tell you where flare there. Flare.
That's it.
But overall, it's a cool shot. Like I really love the color grading on here. The blues and the subtleness of the red on her. It's awesome. Good shot.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
All right, man. We're gonna move on here. Let's get on to. Thank you again, Raven Eye Studio. Let's get on to the next one. Darth Matter. Man, why we've already done 2 of his, man.
You can just go by it quick. This is a good shot too. Although it
TJ Williams, what's up?
Hey TJ.
Sorry, I cut you off. I just want to make sure I get that high in there.
No, that's fine. It almost looks cut out, but is it?
Oh, it's the McFarlane smiley Batman thing, and it's on top of a red kind of background thing.
It's because I see on the edges of the arm, especially on the arm. I don't know, I could be wrong, but I mean overall the composition is good. Man, I think no, he has the focal point where the eyes would have been.
Yeah,
because the crown is sharp. It's a good shot. It's pretty cool. It's a different angle.
Lou, you tell us. What do you think?
Yeah, it looks like it's an animated background, like if it was done on what is that, photo room? I think it's called. Like they use like the weird like animated filters in the back. But it kind of works because he's multi-dimensional. Where every time he goes to another dimension, he looks a little
true.
crazy. But
This is true.
He has the lighting matching it, so it works. It works.
Right then.
He creates a lot of blood and gore anyway, so the Batman who laughs.
The mighty Empire has spoken. Hey, all.
There you go.
What's up?
Good shot, man. Awesome.
Yeah, it's really nice. Thanks, Darth. Appreciate it. Moving on. Toyetic 40s and the Unworthy Collector.
Mm-hmm.
What? Sidekicks collab.
He was in Sidekicks.
Like
That's
that.
awesome.
That was funny.
Like
I don't know
that,
who's actually submitting, but
I think it's this one.
Yeah. Toy Addicts is the first one.
Yeah, he's submitting the Batman and Robin.
Yep.
I'm Batman. I'm Robin.
I'm not Robin. I'm Damian.
It's an interesting. I'm trying to
I
figure
want
out
the thug over here lit up a bit more on the backside, just to bring.
a little bit, but not so much. Because I mean, I can understand that it's a dark alleyway and the light's coming from the explosion, but I think it's a little hot right around
On the lamp.
Jigsaw. Right, that's Jigsaw on the front.
Yeah, it
White
could
suit.
Be, yeah, if it's not Jigsaw, it's what's his name, Mr. Negative with a head swap.
Mhm. That too.
But I think it's Jigsaw.
That white that's
It's hashtag Jigsaw.
Yeah.
the white that's spilling over the suit. It's a bit hot.
Yeah.
I don't think it would have spilled that hot around the way it is. It's a cool composition, though. I think the Dutch angle is a bit strong, though. I think a little less.
Yeah, we skipped
The
Germany
Dutch
and went
angle-
right to Russia.
It's exaggerated really by the angle of the rain, too. It makes it look more
Yeah.
Dutch than it is.
Darth, man, don't be
Overly
sorry
Dutch.
about all the photos, buddy. We're at a weird timing with our.
Yeah, don't apologize about all the photos, man. It gives us
Sorry,
stuff to
Mike. I
talk
cut
about.
you off. I just want to make sure he's aware. Don't be.
Hey, listen, ain't nobody perfect. Ain't no.
Yeah, I think the rain, the angle of the rain is making that Dutch angle like, yeah. I think you're
Overly
right.
Dutch.
It's Russian
Yeah.
angle now. We're too far
Yeah,
past.
Oh, German tilt. German tilt.
The
Past German tilt.
Deutsch.
We're on the Russian tilt.
I think maybe the gun could have pointed a little bit at the Batman and Robin,
Mhm.
also just a little bit more instead of just holding it up. I like the silhouette of the gun and the shape of it. I think maybe just aim it a little bit more toward maybe 3/4
Mhm.
view of the gun toward, where he's going to use it at. But
Yeah. Could see that too.
You might be going to shoot Jigsaw. You don't know.
he might be. He sure ain't looking at him. Hope he hits him.
Robin is my booty.
Damn it, Maz.
But I like it. It looks good.
It's not bad. It's not bad. Good shot. Good
Anybody
shot.
else?
Mm-mm.
All right, Toy Addict, man. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Move on. We got another Toy Addict. This one's got Batman Gotham by Gaslight and Theodore Sodcutter.
On this one, I wish the focus was on Batman and not Sodcutter.
Yeah.
Because they would have.
They're on the same. They're almost on the same plane. I don't know what he's shooting this at, but like,
okay, yeah, that's true.
Very close. Like that's a shallow.
Yeah, that is extremely shallow
because like Batman is just is like a half an inch in front of him, maybe.
Yeah, I don't see
weird.
that stuff on.
Yeah, but yeah, that's true. It is kind of weird. But yeah, I think I would have still. Yeah. I think the focal point needed to be on Batman, and then have.
Yeah.
It would have given him that more of an intense scene.
It's a little difficult to tell what's going on too. I don't know what that head is. Is that something he's holding? I can't.
I was trying to figure that out. If it's in the suitcase.
Is he behind a wall, or I don't know what's going on here.
Yeah, I can't tell what any of this is down here. What this is.
It's kind of a muddy.
It looks like it's writing on something like a tombstone or something.
Well, obviously in the cemetery, I kind of put that together, but I can't.
So like Batman's behind that. I'm assuming then.
Yeah,
I'm assuming that's
here.
He's not holding the lantern then. Batman's not holding the lantern.
Oh, it's sitting on a wall. See the brick here? See that brick right there?
Yeah, I see it now. Yeah, at first I thought Batman was holding the lantern, but I was like, how is he holding the lantern? But yeah, it's on the okay.
I don't know what all this is.
Yeah, and it's a lot of stuff here that's just it's confusing me as to what it looks like. There's some like electronics or wires and stuff and rebar or whatever. But like, are we in a cemetery? Are we
in a rat? And then I don't know what that is. And then this.
Oh, that's
weird.
Is that a rat or is that a? That looks like
it's a possum. It's a possum. Yeah.
All right, possum. It's definitely a rodent. How about that, man?
But the green, so like the green light that's spilling on Batman, that green light should have been spilling on the top of the rock and on the head too.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing really in front of that lantern to block the light the way it is. And I think that would have probably helped, like, showing what is in front of Batman.
See, if your idea was like to do him in a cemetery, I would have had like a big tombstone in the front. Batman sort of like his, half of his shoulder, like, 2/3 of his body looking over the tombstone, maybe if he's holding a lantern to read it or something like that. And then from behind him, Sodcutter's coming out. Cool shot. So I don't know if that's what he was going for, but
and then again, I mean, his focal point could have been Sodcutter and not Batman. And that's probably why.
But like, what's going on behind Sodcutter too? I don't understand. Like,
there's
a lot of weird, like, undescribable shape, like undefined shapes is what I'm looking for. Like undefined shapes, and like if you're making people work that hard to figure it out, then you gotta like pull something back and simplify it, or define them somehow. Like make sure that people know what this situation is, because it looks like they're in a garage with a rope on or hose on the. I don't know what the hell's going on. I don't know.
Yeah, it's in the background. Yeah.
Well, we need to let Mike go. He's got some company or something.
All right, Mike.
I gotta wrap some stuff up.
All right, Mike. So you up. Thank you, Mike, for being here. Appreciate it.
Hey, no problem. Everybody, great seeing your photos. You guys take care, man. I'll see you.
Have a great night, buddy.
All right, take care. All right.
I kind of, as far as what you're saying though, Trevor, I kind of feel like the focal should be on Sodcutter, mainly for the simple fact that Batman's got eyeballs that you have to worry about where they're looking, whereas Sodcutter, they're just glowy eyes. They have no discernible. He's looking that way, and that's the only reason why I would go that way, because Batman's obviously going to be only looking straight ahead where his head's facing, and it might not read well for the shot if you're focusing on.
Well, if you were to do it the way I was talking about, then you could choose your focus. You know what I mean? If Batman is defined and he's got ears, you know what I mean? You kind of know it's Batman and a little bit of detail, then he could be out of focus. The tombstone could be there. He could be holding up the lantern, looking at it. And then Sodcutter could be in focus as the main scary part of it. Or Batman could be in focus, and you could just like, there's some, out of focus, scary thing coming up from behind him.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, in this context, like, it's just like, it's kind of too much going on. Like, I just can't discern anything. And I don't know why Batman is that out of focus for where he
especially for him to be. I'm kind of
even the brick wall, the corner of it down in the bottom left looks more in focus than Batman does. I'm not
I wonder if that's something he did in post, because even where the possum, that little tombstone behind the possum, that's sharper, and it looks like it's on the
possum
same
looks like
as
he's in the
Batman.
same plane, right? As
Yeah.
Batman,
Mm-hmm.
the exact same plane. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to focus on Batman, though, you got to make his head tell more of a story than just where it's looking right now, because it's not going to work that way.
Yeah.
He's got to be looking at something you can tell in the shot what he's looking at. Because,
well, I mean, he could also still have Batman looking at the severed head, and
yeah, but he's got to point his head at the severed head. Is what I'm saying. You can't have his eyes just going off in a direction, because you can't control those eyes in the figure. That's all I'm saying. And since you want to focus on the eyes,
it's a good concept, though. It's just a
tough call, man.
Good job, though. Good job.
Poetic, man. Though, thank you so much for sharing. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Moving on. Eddie and his toys.
Ooh.
Dude, is this Tekken? Is this?
Yes, Tekken.
Yep. G.I. Joe. What is this? I don't know.
Tekken.
Yeah, Tekken's got the flaming pants, right? Yeah, there you go.
Is this the Storm Collectibles one, or is this?
Yeah, we got Storm Collectibles tagged.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's a nice soft goods hoodie.
Yeah, but this is his pants aren't soft goods, though.
No, the pants are not. Yeah, but
I think I just bought that rock on Amazon actually behind him.
Oh, really? I like the pipe or whatever those things are. Those are.
Let me see.
Hey, something about there's something about he almost because of the position of everything else, especially I guess the rock. It looks like he's almost about to fall over.
Right to the right, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the pose doesn't suggest that he's like really striding, because that right hand would be pretty far ahead, and the backhand just kind of is off to the side. Like that should be back further. Like he's really leaning into a walk. You know what I mean? Like doing that superhero power walk or whatever. But since he's not, it almost looks like you tried for a Dutch angle, but there really isn't a Dutch angle. He's just kind of leaning.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep, I agree.
That pipe on the left is leaning too, so I don't know if it's a Dutch angle. But I don't think you needed the Dutch angle. It's not enough of a Dutch angle. I would have straightened this out and maybe just had him striding a little more forcefully. That's all.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, no, I agree with that.
And maybe some top down.
And top down, yeah.
And some top down.
Walk like you mean it. Ian, there's a link in your chat.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly. Walk like you mean it. That's exactly it. Careful with the tilts. Like if you don't have a reason for it, you know what I mean? Like you can have it a little off. And it can work.
Sometimes the tilt can
framed right. It's fine. You know what I mean? If there's action. But I think if he was moving more, it almost looks like he's just kind of casually walking, and you wouldn't be really off center if you were just casually walking. You would be if you were really striding. You know what I mean? At least in comic book superhero world.
Yep.
Absolutely.
All right, Eddie is toys.
Good shot, man.
Thank you so much. Moving on, we have Toyetic again. We got the Nosferatu. Man, you're making Pablo jealous right now.
I'm over it.
You're not. Don't lie.
I'm over it. I got what? 3 of the originals? 6 of them?
Oh, no way.
You probably want to stop being that guy that rubs it in the face, man.
Brag.
This is cool, man. I'm wondering how we did this.
I like the shadow is in a different pose behind him. Like the shadow is its own living thing. That's awesome. Yeah, because
it's that Dracula, the movie Dracula thing, where he was walking around as Vlad, and behind him his shadow was actually doing that. That thing on the wall.
Yeah,
cool. It was great.
Awesome. I love the way you captured the light. Now I don't know if it's post or if you actually captured it. No, it had to have been post, or it could have been done with the fog machine. But the way the light rays come from the bottom, and then you see some of the particles, the dust particles.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty.
What Chelsea's saying here is exactly what I was like.
The Dracula. reference.
You gotta really go for the tilt if you're not gonna go for the tilt. Yeah, but this this is cool, man. I like this.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's a post thing. Is that what you're talking about, Pablo?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Sparkles and all that stuff.
I think the particle probably is. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what that is, but I mean, it feels like a poster type of style shot. So I'm cool with that. Like it almost like.
Now I'm curious.
It matches the angle of the shadow and everything, which is nice. Really, I'm wondering, like, did he take another picture?
I was gonna say that. Did he layer the photos? Like, did he have him in that pose and then like captured the shadow behind him and then did a different shot? Like, it's awesome.
Only the head looks like. If you look at the head, like everything else looks crisp. Like in terms of like being.
The feather, right? The feather's what looks really.
Yeah, it looks like there's like a black around his head. So it was almost done in post. Whereas I would have loved to have seen this done practically. Like you could have, printed that out or put it on a even that size, like on a computer screen or something like that. Or,
well, I think the shadows in post.
Project the silo behind him and then take the picture of him in front of that would be amazing.
Yeah.
It'd be really cool.
Yep. I think the silhouette shadow is in post, and that's why it's like that. So
yeah, I think.
Yeah, there's Toyetic right there. I did it in post.
Yeah,
okay. Oh, okay. I mean, it's awesome though.
I'm gonna say the same thing. Like this is a Casper thing. Like right. Like there's a lot of stuff that's very difficult. And there was another. I guess they haven't posted in a while with all the Star Wars stuff, which things look like it was like color forms, like things were just pasted into the stuff. Mm-hmm. It's very difficult to do that. It takes a lot of skill. I'm not saying don't try it and don't practice it. But it's so much. It seems like more work, but like it is actually easier to do this, practically. You know what I mean? Like if you've got a laptop or a small computer monitor, a TV monitor, or something like that, like you can do this kind of stuff. It'll work. You'll find that it's going to be easier than trying to do it in post. I mean, unless you get a Photoshop whiz, which you can do this easily, but
like Kill Cutter, like that.
You can whiz if you want to.
That dude's a master at Photoshop.
Yes, can whiz if you want to. I'm the whiz.
Toyetic, man, thanks so much for sharing that. Appreciate it. Hold on, before we go, he says, I took the pic of the shadow, then super.
Okay.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, see, that's cool. I like that you took the pic of the shadow. Like, use that and print it out, have somebody print it out or project it on a screen behind your figure and do the same thing, because you're going to see the difference. It's going to look cooler. As cool as this looks, it's a really nice concept and a really nice composition. It's just going to be that much nicer and crisper if you're into it that much. If you're not, this looks fine.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can have two figures and do the shadow with one, and then
that's tricky.
Because the lighting from the one casting the shadow is going to be an issue.
Yeah, and
you're like torturing yourself at
that. Yeah.
All right, Toyetic, man, thank you so much for sharing that. Oh, there is our JP.
Yep.
What's
Damn,
up,
this
Ryder?
is actually a nice one, though.
Yeah, I like this one. What I like about this is those branches, and they're actually there's something in the front, in the foreground of the figure, that and the rocks or whatever there.
Yep.
Yeah, a lot of times it's just the figure fading into like smoke and then like a background.
This is a nice close up of the figure though too. Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, it's a nice tight shot. Good job, JP.
Yeah, I like this one a lot.
A lot of hotness, but like it's kind of almost.
But it works for the Warhammers. Like
it kind of works to some degree.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Sorry.
I like it.
Yeah, it's a good job, man. I like the lighting on this. You have a lot of nice depth, and the branches in the foreground, like really, good job, man.
Pose. I would say the glow in the eyes might be a little bit much, but
it
works within the context of
it
what
does.
Doing here. There's a little bit of glowy around everything, so it's like kind of works in with it. It's a little dreamy.
Gee, now I want to take this figure out again and shoot it.
You should.
Oh yeah, you do.
Oh my God, what do I got?
Why don't you?
These guys got heads. Wait a minute. These guys got like human heads.
Yes,
Why doesn't anybody shoot those? Those are cool.
because everyone.
Yeah, I on the
that?
shots that I've done for Warhammer, I've used human heads on them.
Oh, you have? Okay.
Mm-hmm. It's been a while though. It's been a long time
track.
since I shot them.
All right.
Nice.
Yeah, good job. Yeah, I like it a lot.
JP, Warforged JP now, as opposed to Ryder. We got Toy Addict 17 in the house. We got the Phantom of the Opera, color and or black and white version.
I think I like the black and white version.
Definitely.
Well, you should. You should.
Yeah, this is where black and white, like anything that throws back to these universal monsters, man, for sure.
Is it me or
no? He's wearing a diaper. He's
no, not that.
The naked diaper body.
Not that.
What?
I wish his eyes were sharper. It's his mouth. It looks like it's sharper than his eyes.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm looking at a bigger picture than this. I think it's the same. I mean, the mouth is on like right there with the eye. So
then again, it could be the paint application on the figure too.
I think it is. I think it is. Yeah. The eyes look a little weird.
Like a little. Yeah, they look a little like almost hazy, right? Like it's got a slight softness.
Well, he's got a lot of like dark, baggy eye stuff going on. So I think that's what it is. I think it is in focus because he's got like a pretty. If I had a guess, I would say this was like F10 or something like that.
Yeah, the lady he was stalking punched him in the face a few times.
The color version, I could see it's a lot sharper for some. I don't know why the black and white made it look. It looks good though. It's an awesome shot.
F8. Yeah, maybe F8. But yeah, he's got the extreme set behind there. That it's kind of showing a little bit, and I don't know why.
There's more in the color version, I think. The black and white. I don't think it's really that.
It's just the shadows on those picture frames that are coming up from like almost like they're lit from the bottom.
Yeah. I was about to say, why is it like?
Why would they do that? This is weird.
Yeah, that is weird that the light is coming from the bottom and the shadows casting above the frame. It's kind of weird.
But it's really nice. I like even like the
piano.
The outside vignette frame, you know what I mean? To give it that film look. It's nice.
This is why though if I were to buy these, I'd buy the color versions because you can always make them black and white. But if you buy a black and white one and try to make color,
oh yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah.
That's a lot more.
I mean, I don't know if I'd ever shoot these in color. I bought the Frankenstein one in black and white, I think, because it's just like I'm only going to shoot Frankenstein in black and white.
Same here.
Oh, that's the clock. Oh, that's the.
Yeah, I was about to say that's the Mythic Legion's clock.
Might have gotten a little more of that in focus. Like that would have been cool. Like if it kind of like sat right where that last picture was instead of the pictures or something like that. That would have been interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can see that.
It's a little abruptly cut in half. But other than that, it's a nice shot. Really nice shot. Really nicely lit. Really nice balance of contrast. Nice.
Yeah, it's good stuff, man.
Sweet.
Toy Addict, thank you so much for sharing. Moving on to Jesse.
Yeah.
Man, like, hey, man, you just want to try a little pinch of this, man. Just a little pinch.
So Jesse's in the chat, right? I got to ask Jesse if he is a Critical Role fan and if this has anything to do with Critical Role. Because there are two characters in Critical Role. I mean, the one is, the Dubon character could be a little like it's not quite the same character, but it was like this team of this little goblin girl woman and this kind of, roguish.
That's where the idea came from, but we'll see what Jesse says.
Oh, you think so too?
Yeah. That's when I first saw the shot, that's what I initially thought.
You watch it? I didn't know you watch Critical Role.
I watch a lot of stuff.
Okay, he's aware of it, but never really watched it, so it has nothing to do with it. It's interesting, man. Like the Mighty Nine, if they ever do and they are doing the Mighty Nine cartoons, you'll see that this is like exactly like a scene from that, from that.
I initially thought that's where you get the concept from, but yeah, he just said no.
That's the first thing that hit me when I saw it. I was like, oh, look at this, it's him. It's I can't remember her name. Not the Brave. That's it. Was not the Brave.
This is good stuff, though, man. I remember when he took this one and he was talking about it. I think was it your show or our show? He was talking about this one. Did we go all the way back to this?
No, Jesse's going to be on my show. He hasn't been on there yet, but he's going to be.
He was talking about this somewhere. I remember it.
Yeah.
I guess it was on our show. I don't
know. Maybe. Yeah.
I'm old, man. I can't be trusted to remember anything. Hey, who's in the background? What's up, Ian?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, gentlemen. Good to see you.
You too, man.
Man. I figured might as well take advantage of your enthusiasm and get you in here, man.
Man, I love what you're doing with the show.
Yeah, man.
Really thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's a new thing. Not used to being in front of the camera like that. So, we're just kind of feeling our way through it and trying to help people as we go.
It's a good concept.
Intimidated to be setting up. We talked about that. We talked about that on a show in the backstage.
Yeah,
like it's intimidating to be like setting up a shot in front of people for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I love the light bleed effect on here. And
yes,
that's Mikey's stuff, right? Like that's all his.
Yeah, that's all Mikey's.
The chair is Mikey's. Yeah, the two chairs. I could be wrong. Jesse, did you have those Mikey's chairs in the table?
They're all his STLs, I think he said. Table chairs, mugs, 3D files I purchased from Mike.
There you go.
Nice. There you go.
Oh, there you go, Mike. Making that money.
I love the light coming from the right. It's just really cool.
Yeah, because I love the way that that hazy glow around the goblin looks. Like it just really pops. That's like
let's get interaction. Like the goblin doesn't have obviously irises, so that's good. But you can still feel like it's like they're having this this guy's about to smack him. You know what I mean? We're like, get out of here.
It's like the knife is right here, man.
Exactly.
You're gonna get
the knife is ominous. Good. It's good. It's good storytelling. I mean, this is what you're talking about, right? Like you're talking about like what's happening next in this shot. You know what I mean? Like, is he gonna try and like kind of tug on his arm and the ranger's gonna grab the knife and like put it to his throat, like leave it alone? Or all those beers for the ranger, like he's like this big time, drunkard.
I mean, he's already had a few, as you can see the two on the.
Are those empties or are they full though?
Well, the ones in front I think are filled, but the one where it's tipped over next to the other one.
Oh, that one. Yeah. It's good.
Yeah, look at that.
Storytelling.
Gorgeous.
Love it.
Really nice stuff, man. Really nice stuff. All right, we're gonna move on. Jesse, thank you so much for sharing. There we go. Eddie and his toys. Ian, you want to jump in this since you're here? Let you jump in.
Yeah, first, sure. I think it's a great shot. There's first thing that I notice is there's kind of a shadow across his face, and then it looks like there's a bright highlight kind of where his hair parts. So I think maybe if I were to improve one thing, I would choose to maybe at least brighten up one side of the face for more dramatic effect. Like you can see the directional light coming on his leg and his pants and a little bit on his breastplate there. I just kind of wish that light continued up to the face as well. But it's a good shot. I don't know what else to say other than that. Like, I don't think there's too much to nitpick. I just wish there was more dramatic light on the face.
Ian's not used to this show.
Yeah.
What's up, Adrian? How you doing, buddy?
It's good. I kind of like the way it fills the frame. I'm again with the tilt. Like I almost would have liked him to be going forward. Like if you're going to do a tilt, like do it the other way, to the left. Since he's sort of striding forward. I don't know.
I like how the sword fills the frame from left to right almost.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I would be adding a little more room for the foot.
Yeah, same here. I was about to say that. I was about to mention the foot. Yep.
But I do kind of like there is something about like a big character like this, like filling the frame, but like you almost have to. It's all about the pose. You know what I mean? The how they fill the frame in comparison with the rest of like the angles and things like that, like the angle of that pillar, which again, he makes these things look these.
I'm wondering if he did that tilt to try and fit more of the figure into the frame. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
because I feel like if this was just straight, he would have lost maybe some of the fingertips and the end of the sword. And
Yeah.
so if you tilt a little bit, you know, you might get some of the extra figure.
So maybe, in addition to what you were saying, like maybe this isn't a full body shot then, like crop him at the mid calf or something like that to just kind of like take away that little like, oh, that toe got cut off. It's weird. And he still fills the frame, like, and really tighten it, keep it really, really tight. Because this is a huge Hulk-like character. I mean, obviously with the, you know, the body type.
I think because his toe gets cut off, I think it kind of works considering how big you're trying to make this guy look. I mean, he is big and he's like filling in that hallway that he's in, and I feel like just he can't be contained, and so I can suffer that toe being cut, you know, the way it is. I mean, just and I actually
I don't think it's not a deal breaker or anything.
No,
you know?
no.
Yeah,
I just think it helps sells the size of the character in the frame. That's I think what it sells. I don't think we're losing any real information. We understand he's probably got, you know, 5 toes on that foot, so you know.
Yeah.
The sunset kind of feel for me. I like those amber tones though.
Yeah, the lighting is great. The lighting is really nice. Like you said, like I would have liked a little more light on the face, on that side of the face. The amount of light that's on like his calf there would have been great up on the face there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he does have this piece of armor coming up here. It might be blocking. I mean, he's still.
I'm sure it is, but like fake that. You know what I mean? Like hit that with the light or brighten it up.
All right. Well, Eddie, man, I think it's gorgeous. Thank you so much for sharing. Move on. We got Toy Tick 40s again with Gordon.
I think this is the Toyetic 40s though. Not for nothing.
Yeah,
nice shot though.
This is nice, man. You get the rain going on. Black and white version.
Ooh, the black and white one looks awesome. I would have cropped it in a little tighter though.
Way tighter. Yeah, it would have been nice. Like if he was on the thirds and like from the top right, bring that down like 2 inches on either side.
Yeah.
And that little paper is there. That'd be nice.
Yeah, yeah. I probably would have moved him a little, like moved him to the right to get him in the thirds, and then cropped it. Yeah, I would have still loved to kept the fender of that vehicle in the background.
You would have moved him further into the frame. I would have kept him back some.
No, because I like the detail of the fender of the vehicle that's back there. Not so much the motorcycle that's behind him, but the fender off that vehicle, whatever is on the right.
Frame right.
But if you move the frame right, like you said, forward in the frame to go in the third, he's going to be covering some of that fender.
Well, no. Well, you move him a little bit more to the right and then crop it from the left to make it tighter. That's what I'm saying.
We're just panned the camera a little bit.
Brought out his thing.
No, I didn't. Hang on. There we go.
I knew Trevor
had like. You know, somewhere in there. I mean, we're going with this, but like we don't have to go by, you know, on the thirds. It's up here somewhere, but just a little bit. I think I would have brought it down a little bit more too, personally. Something like that. You know what I mean? You still got that. I like this back here too, Pablo. Like it looks like there's some interest back here, like a motorcycle or a car fender or something. This newspaper down here is kind of nice. And then you still read City at War there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's pretty neat that you can read that. That's awesome. I like that.
Yeah,
I like that detail right there.
Maybe even a little tighter. I don't know. Like that.
Can I say something? This might be controversial.
That's all right.
I think
it's all controversial.
I think the Dutch angle is becoming overused in the community. I think we need to. I think there needs to be more motivation behind the Dutch angle. Don't just do it because you can.
I agree.
Like,
a lot of people have been using the Dutch angle just to throw it in. Yeah,
I totally agree.
So I think like it doesn't always work. Like you know, I feel like if it's an action shot and like say you're in the seat of a car or something and you're bumping around and the car's moving or whatever, you can do a Dutch angle to simulate that motion. Or if it's like you're trying to go for a sense of mystery or intrigue or kind of an uneasy feeling, or if it's a horror shot, and you know you can use it in that way. But I feel like there needs to be a reason you're doing the Dutch angle, and I feel like I'm seeing it more and more and more. And sometimes I look at the picture and I can't really figure out what the intention of it was, you know?
Yeah.
So I think it would be wise for people to shoot straighter and then only use the Dutch angle when you're trying to communicate something in your picture.
Because I mean that's Dutch angle is
movement here, but yeah, like I agree. Like it's just it's
a bit much
for where he's going. He's not like, again, like that other one where I was talking about the stride. Like it's not like he's like really marching to like, you know, a battle or like racing to something. He's just walking. You know what I mean? It's just a walk.
Yeah.
Like the angle is like, it's the I'm walking here. You know, it's like it's crazy. Yeah. It doesn't need to be that crazy. It's a little too crazy for a walking pose. It's just kind of a nice
full disclosure. Toy Ethics is a friend of mine, and we do talk quite a bit out through Instagram. And I think this is a great shot. Like I'm very familiar with this work,
nice
and
shot.
I think he did I think he did great with this. It's just kind of a general comment towards the community. I think we need to slow the roll on the Dutch angle.
Is there another character in the background, or is it just the silhouette of or the shadow of Gordon?
I think it's just. I think it's
I
just.
think it might be a character. I can't tell.
Shapes. But this, like, I like this. This looks nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I do a little generative fill, but like it's nice. Anyway, there you go.
Awesome job though. I love the lighting on it. I mean, the lighting's fantastic on here.
Yeah, he did a good job with his lighting on this.
I have a tendency, actually, more or less.
Oh, he's in the chat. What's up, buddy?
Hey, what's going on, Toy?
What's up, Robert?
I use it a lot just to fill the frame properly. Like some of the characters just aren't going to fit in the frame properly unless you tilt the camera.
Yeah. I mean, that's definitely. I've done that in the past too. Like I said, it could be a hot take. You guys don't have to agree with me. Like I'm not right about everything. It's just an observation. You know, like I tend to see
but
it
can be carried
often.
away though. Like I've seen the Dutch angle be pushed extremely, and there's no reason for it. Like because I mean the Dutch angle's there for intensity purposes. Like it's supposed to convey an intense moment or something happening, some kind of action. But I have seen it used just for simple shots where there's really no reason for it, but then it's overly done, like it's extreme Dutch angle, and it kind of throws everything off. It almost looks like everything's leaning off the screen.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I use it just because I don't want to bother tilting my camera back because it's already on the Dutch angle.
That's just laziness now.
Yes, it is. And you know what? I'm fine with that. Because when that figure falls over for the umpteenth time, the last thing I want to do is tilt the camera again. It's staying, damn it. It's staying where it was. Anyway.
But good shot, though, man. No, this is a good shot. I really love the lighting on here. The story behind it. It just needs a tighter crop. That's all it really needs, honestly.
All right. Toy Addict, man. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Oh, man. I wish he had the behind the scenes on this. I've seen it. It's all light painting.
Is it really?
Oh, that's
cool.
Like
he took a little green light and he did the swirls, like he painted those in there. Okay. It's awesome. Like the behind the scenes on this was awesome.
Well, we don't have that.
He didn't post it.
One thing with this is like this could have been like there's a lot of information here that like I think he did the crinkled paper for the rocks, which can work. You just got to keep that a little either tight, out of focus if you're going for realism. If you're just going for cartoon stuff, that's fine. But this could be really dynamic if it was like just, again, I hate to be like Captain Crop, but like tighter crop, you know what I mean? Like there isn't a lot going on here that I need to see outside of that, the swirl. And especially if that's light painting, I want to like focus on that. You know what I mean? Like I want that to be like front and center and look really like cool, because I mean, that looks real. Like it's actually spinning, you know what I mean? Like that's cool.
Is that the Metroid?
It's the latest Metroid figure. The latest one.
Oh, that's what that is. That's the Metroid ball. Okay.
Yeah, it's when she turns into a little ball.
I think that if the bottom of the light trail camera left, was in the lower left-hand corner of
exactly
of the screen, and the ball looked like it was coming out, and you had a tighter crop to really make it look like that ball was coming out towards you.
Right. Exactly. That's what I was thinking. And like even this might have been like a good tilt situation, honestly.
Yeah.
Like I'm kind of trying to play with it right now. It's going to generate some background here, but probably some lettering because he's got his logo down there. But like, something like that could be kind of cool.
That works.
You know what
I mean, I would even pull it up even further.
Quick.
Tighter.
So there's just like just a little bit of that rock in there. You don't need the whole thing, right?
It's nice. It's nice to have a little bit in the front, but yeah, you probably would have sold it better if it was like that or something like that. I mean, that looks like it's coming at you. You know what I mean? And that's cool. And I really like, the depth of this, like, and how this comes off the background, but you can still see some nice detail. The trees over here. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. It's nice. It just you just play with some crops, kids. It's fun.
Probably took your camera away, Trevor.
Yeah, sorry, Trevor. Yeah, I
Sorry.
put the behind the scenes. That's the little laser light thing, whatever he used to make the swirls.
That's cool. Yeah, lake painting is great. It's great even if you're lighting things, you know what I mean, to get specific highlights that you want to. That's a lot of work. That's a lot of work. Jeez.
Yeah, and then when you screw it up, you got to do another 30-second exposure.
It sucks.
Yeah.
Then he did some light painting. So yeah, I don't know how many shots he layered, but yeah, look at that.
25 seconds.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a good shot. But yeah, the tighter crop would, I agree on that.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's really creative. I really like it.
It's awesome, man. Thank you, Fred.
This makes me want to pull out my Metroid Prime and just start having fun with it again.
Well, you do that. Fred, man, thank you so much. We're going to move on to Warforged JP with another Space Marine. And he brings us another Space Marine. Where's Trevor? Where's the Space Marine? Ian, you haven't had a chance to talk on JP's Space Marine. Do you want to jump on that?
Sure.
He's a very
he looks
unique...
huge in this. I'm not really familiar with the property. Like, I know it's Warhammer, right? Am I correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's Warhammer. It almost looks like kaiju scale here, with the broken pillar and the background in the building. Like, it almost makes me feel like those are ruins in the front, like, of buildings, which to me, like, not being familiar with the property, like, I almost thought this was like, what's that movie?
Pacific Rim.
Pacific Rim scale or something like that. I think it's a great photo. If I had to choose something to nitpick, maybe I would have put that building on the camera left third and the figure on the camera right third, so that your eye kind of swoops in, you know what I mean? So that there's more of a sense of movement and a reason for your eye to move around the photograph. Everything's centered, which isn't, it's not a bad thing, I just think that if I had to choose something, I would say to have a little bit of separation between, so that everything wasn't center. You know what I mean? And that your eye,
I know what you mean.
It would make your eye move around the photo. But I get kind of, and it's that color pop of the red. I think my eye just kind of gets stuck right there, because everything is similar tones. So that pop of red, my eye gets stuck, and I think maybe some separation in the background would have given me some more to look at, or it would have made my eye move through the frame, if that makes sense.
I can see that. No, I can see that.
But that's just a compositional choice. Like I said, I'm not right about everything.
It's a good shot though.
What do you guys think?
I do like the lighting a lot on the shot, but yeah, I can see where you're coming from on that though. And then yeah, it does make him look like a huge figure.
Yeah,
I concur.
But I don't know if it's me. It might be just me. I'm being on my eyes, but I don't think the helmet is in focus, and it might be because of the light effect on the eyes that's throwing it off. Maybe.
No, I don't know. That skull doesn't look in focus either. I don't know.
Right? Yeah. Okay. So it's not. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Because I think the emblem on
Time he
his
does
chest.
these soft effects around the edges and stuff, and I just think it's like I don't know if it bleeds into the helmet because I don't know if he's doing that in post.
Yeah, I'm wondering that too. But the emblem on his chest is pretty sharp though, especially
that was like a shot like a week ago or so. It was the same thing. It was just
Yeah.
like it was. I don't know if it's just the soft vignette effect that he's doing that takes the helmet out of focus, or if it's just out of focus. I'm not sure.
Good shot, JP. Good shot.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I
Good
like
stuff, man. Thank you so much for sharing that, JP. We're gonna move on. This will be our last one, I think. It's gonna be Tor Nerd.
Right. Oh, this is cool. Damn, that head sculpt is awesome.
Since GL's here in the chat,
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool, right?
I like what he did with the little city hologram thing.
Yeah.
That came out pretty tight, man.
That's a cool effect.
Yeah.
I like his gun arm too.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, that is awesome. Good job on the paint job too on the figure. Because for a second there I was like, man, did they really release that guy? But no, that's not the hot rod red.
Nah.
So is this a custom? What?
Yeah, he custom painted.
Yeah,
one
it's
of
a custom cosmic.
Yeah.
Oh,
Awesome.
nice, man. Really nice. I had no idea.
Thorax from the specs on the bottom there too. It's creepy.
Yeah.
What is that vehicle? Is that one of those? Is that somebody's 3D printed?
It looks like it. I could be wrong. I want to say Greg has a 3D printed vehicle from somebody.
I know somebody does. Like I've seen them. Yeah, I think he has it too. A few people have this thing. Somebody put it out a little while ago.
It's the Spexian. This is.
Yeah, the body. Yeah, the lower. Yeah.
Oh, okay. He's in with the body.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
Like
cool.
custom bike.
Custom bike, he says.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, looks
Nice.
cool. A nice job on the lights on that too. It doesn't look so overdone.
Yeah, I like
No,
the
like
green
composition.
glow on his face.
Yeah.
You know, motivated lighting.
Yep.
That is awesome. Good job, man. Damn, this is a tight shot.
That's good stuff, man. Any other thoughts on Greg? Or we good on that?
No, really nice. Love the lighting. Love
Yeah,
the
I think
God
he
light.
did a great job.
Very nice.
All righty.
Sweet.
Just put my guy back on the stand. All right.
We left on Greg. Okay. Gotta remember that.
Thank you guys so much for sharing tonight. And Ian, thanks for popping in, man. I thought
Yeah, sorry I couldn't get earlier, but I'm an hour behind you guys, and you know it's right at dinner time and everything. But thank you for having me on.
Oh, no worries, man. Anytime. Anytime you want to jump on, man, just let us know.
Cool.
Yeah, man. I'm just
yeah, we got about 125 to go.
We made a good dent in it today, but
Yeah.
We did. Today was pretty good. Yeah,
I think if we keep the space up, I think we can get through them quicker. I think we did a better job through shots.
Then you brought out the crop tool, Trevor, and it slowed us all down.
But that's fine though.
Okay,
That's
all
good. I love the cropping because it kind of shows people exactly what we're
No,
talking
it's
about.
helpful, man. It's helpful. So don't not do it. I'm just giving you grief.
Yeah, I mean that's the ultimate goal, right? Is to help. So
Yep.
Yeah.
It's,
Crop master.
you know,
crop
good to take. It's good to take the time to teach that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't think it's something I don't think a lot of people like think about much. You know what I mean? Like once you frame it up in the camera, you think you've got it. But I do it all the time. Like I frame stuff up in the camera, and especially like with the generative background now, like you can actually, you know, I used to take the time to like, all right, I'm gonna have to Photoshop little extra edge because I really want to get like this like slightly tilted a little bit more, or I want to crop that off, and you know, and now you don't even have to worry about it if you got
It automatically does it for you. Like
and it does a great job.
Once you bring the crop tool out,
So easy.
Like, you want to generally fill the edges? Like, yes.
Amazing. Yep.
Yeah.
What you got coming up, Ian? Man, I love that shot you did recently with the prune face going down the staircase and the body on the ground.
Oh,
Damn,
thank you, man. Dude,
awesome.
I honestly think that prune face might be my favorite Mezco figure to date. It's so on my alley. I think Dick Tracy is probably going to surpass him. But you know, I do all the noir and detective stuff, and like it's just like right in my niche and my aesthetic. And yeah, I feel like it was.
You got to get one of those Dick Tracy cars. Do you have one of those? The old movie,
the old Playmates one.
Time. Yeah,
I've seen some.
I've looked at those. I've got a save search for those. Every once in a while, it comes up. It's like, oh, one's available for like $70. I'm like, I'm not gonna do anything.
Are they 1/12 scale?
No, they're a little smaller. They're
a little smaller, but for a background
thing,
all you have to do is put the figure like 3 or 4 inches in front of it, and it'll look like it's in scale.
I'm curious on the one that Johnny's using. Johnny has a really nice one that he shot.
Oh, it's so good.
Oh, that was at VW Blog, I think.
I almost just quit and returned prune face after seeing that photo. I was like, all right, Mezco, you can have this one back.
Where he's like through the car window or the car door, right?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. That was gorgeous.
Yeah.
And I'm waiting for Team Earth to get their stock in, man, so I can get my.
He's got one of those probe, like one of the macro probe lenses, so he can actually get his lens into the car, you know.
And he's got the one that has the viewfinder on top. Like it looks like the freaking submarine
periscope. Yeah,
periscope. Here you go. Yeah, he's got the periscope version of
Toy Shooter was the first person I saw with those things and like doing something with toy photography with that. And I wanted to get one so bad, and I was just like, you know what, $1,400.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna spend the money, but it's like, am I gonna use this enough for $1,400?
True.
I don't know.
You would have to force yourself to use it just to justify it.
I mean, I'll write that shit off.
I would use it.
It's like, yeah.
I think I would use it a lot, honestly. I just
well, you do a lot tighter shots like that too. Like you and
yes,
you know
exactly.
What I mean?
Yeah. But I think if I feel like, am I gonna buy more figures for more inspiration? Or am I gonna like drop all this money and then not buy it? Like, I don't know about you guys, but I'm on a budget. I can't buy whatever I want whenever I want. I've got to make hard choices.
You're probably better off buying equipment than you are figures, honestly. Like you keep buying figures, and it's like, oh, I'm going to shoot this. It's going to be great, and I never do. So I'd actually use the lens, and I probably wouldn't use the figures all that much.
I have so many lenses. I should probably just like offload some lenses and then use that money to buy.
I mean, if I were to get one of those lenses, I'll definitely revisit my Legos because that would come so handy with Lego photography.
Could be interesting with Lego. Yeah, I haven't seen anybody doing that with Lego yet.
There's only one person I know that does Lego photography with the probe lens. Yeah, with the probe lens. I need to look her up. It's I forget her name, but she does a lot of work with it, and she does like cinematography stuff, like video, and like her work is
Lego.
Phenomenal. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
And she has a probe lens. She doesn't have the other one, but she has just your standard version probe lens, and her work is fantastic too. I can't remember her name. I'll look her up and I'll share her link. But she does great work with the probe lens with Lego.
Greg says Shelly Corbett.
There you go. Yeah, her. Yep.
And then
Shelly Corbett?
Forbert uses a probe lens? The probe apparently as well.
Really?
She started using one recently. Yep.
Oh wow, because she was all about those. What were those called? Those not baby lenses. There's something like something baby. It was like these little weird like lens baby.
Yeah, lens baby. Yeah, she was using that a lot, but they sent her a probe lens, and she's been using that.
Oh wow! Well, if somebody sent me a probe lens, I'd be using it a lot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I was looking how do people get these sponsorships, man?
I don't know, man. I would love to get a probe lens.
I don't know. Shelly's been doing it a long time, but like it's kind of like Lego stuff. I'm not really sure. I don't know.
But I think that's great for Lego stuff. Lego photography is a probe lens because you can get really tight onto
Greg's a friend does all Lego stop motion commercials.
Yes.
He uses that periscope probe all the time.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of those also. Like, I mean, the tightest shot I've done. I mean, I can get tight. Like, I did a pretty tight shot of one of the Mezits recently, and I was happy with that. But that was with my 105 macro.
Yeah,
I was able to get really tight on that one.
I'll probably get one in the future when I'm rich and money's not an issue.
What lens do you shoot with, Ian? Typically,
primarily. So I mean,
really?
typically I'm using a 24-70 with a extension tube on, either 10 millimeter or a 16 millimeter extension tube. I've been trying to break away from it. I'm kind of in a like a
rut.
Self. I brought this on myself, but I'm in like a little bit of a crisis where I'm like I really feel like I found my voice. You know what I mean? And now that I've found that voice, I feel like I overuse it. And now I'm trying to find something. I'm trying to get out of my box that I invented for myself. And I've been.
We're so like, this is an artist thing, man. Like, this is like, so like, okay, I don't have a style. I don't have a style. You got a style. Oh, I do have a style. Oh, I think I know what the style is. Oh, I do the style. I got to get out of this style.
Yeah.
Oh, that's all I do is the style. It's like, that's your style, man.
I'm surprised you're not using a prime lens, though, to be honest with you.
No, I'm not. I have all variable lenses. I don't have any prime lenses. So
variable lenses are nuts now. If you get a good variable lens, like do you have a mirrorless camera or what do you?
Yeah.
Or what, yeah, you do. Right?
Yeah, I shoot with the Sony A7R3.
Right.
And,
so like lenses that are built for that are variable are like completely different than old variable lenses, man. They're so sharp. Before I bought mine, I looked at a video and it's like it was negligible between the prime lens and that variable lens, between the different lengths. It was nuts. It was crazy. All I used.
And the 24-70 is one of the sharpest in the Sony line.
Yes,
it's a phenomenal lens. Yeah, I mean, most of my gear is from my landscape days when I was primarily like a landscape photographer and a portrait photographer or whatever. And so I didn't buy new gear because I'm thousands of dollars in the hole for photography. So I just made the gear that I own work for me. But the only thing I've ever bought for toy photography is toys and the small little RGB lights.
Okay, wrong.
Yeah,
I was the same way until I finally invested in a macro lens. The first macro lens was that 40 mil that I had, and that's a great lens for the price point. And then I finally jumped the gun and got the 105. And it's a great lens too, but the 105 is not a cheap lens for sure.
Yeah,
none of it is
not cheap.
Yeah, none of it is. No,
I've got everything in the Sony G Master range from 12 millimeters all the way to 400. So and when I did,
you better sell some of those.
Now that I'm a toy photographer and I don't really do any landscapes, I don't do anything else, honestly. I just shoot toys. I don't. All I really use is that 24-70. Sometimes I use my 70-200. Sometimes.
Every once in a while, I go back to that lens also, depending on what I'm trying to go for. But yeah.
Like if I really want to compress the background, or just kind of smush things, or so it doesn't look as. If I'm trying to compress the shot, I'll jump to 70-200. But otherwise, I mean, 99% of the time, I'm using my 24-70.
No chewing.
Yep.
Yeah, no chewings in the chat, guys. Lee was saying I use the extension tube, and they want a correct tube with teleconverter. I do bird photography, so I keep it on. That's what they said.
Interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting.
And then Jesse, he's got gear acquisition syndrome.
That's a good one. That's a good one. I like that. Yeah, we all have gas.
It's like one of those. It's like photographers and golfers, man. Like it's just like that's gonna make everything better. That's gonna change everything. But
I still have all my strobes from when I was doing portrait photography. Like I have.
Oh yeah.
I have that. I have the battery
too.
packs. I have the battery packs. The thing is with the battery packs, I have to constantly check them and make sure that they're not, eroding and
leaking
stuff.
acid.
So
So
it's like, man. So I was like, I've been thinking about selling it, but then I was like, man, I do want to use strobe photography again for like toy photography, but I just don't have the space because my strobes are huge. I mean, they're huge softboxes.
Yeah. I mean, you don't really need it unless you need to capture like if you're trying to do rain practically, or you're trying to do dust. Like if you really need that fast shutter speed, you need a strobe.
Yeah.
But
I'm just trying to justify to keep them. That's all. That's
sell them.
Yeah, I've got a dead gear room of stuff I don't use anymore. I've gone through so many different genres of photography, but I feel like I've really found my home with toy photography, and I really enjoy it a lot. So I don't know. I think I don't see myself going anywhere, but you know, you never know.
I think product photography is the funnest photography. Like, because you have more control, I think, than having to do portraits and families and kids and.
Yeah, you don't have to deal with people. That's the favorite part.
The hardest photography that I've done, the hardest is the stillborn stuff. That was difficult.
Stillborn photography?
Yeah, that's a tough one.
I forgot
I didn't even know that was a thing.
It's not a major thing. Like, it started, like, the only reason I got into it is because I did an internship with a photographer where I originally was from. And she did that.
Oh,
and so
God. I went
on shots with her. It's a difficult thing because it's difficult to go to the families who've lost, and then to see if they want to keep the memory, and then you have to pose.
Oh man, not for me.
Dude, way to bring it down.
It's difficult, but at the same time, it was awesome for the to keep that memory that
that's
unfortunate that it happened, but at least
a whole another reason.
Yeah,
no,
but that for me was the most difficult photography I've ever done. Was that
bro? Oh, right. No, hell no, hell no.
And then the post editing also, like, that was difficult too. So
I used to do astrophotography a lot. So I still have all of my telescopes. I stopped when my daughter was born because, like, I no more late nights for me. But when she gets a little older, that's something I would really like to get back to. But that is super difficult. So difficult.
Yeah, Mike's done that also.
Yeah, I've seen some of Mike's like Milky Way stuff, but I was doing like deep space. So like galaxies and nebula and very, very, very faint objects where you're doing, 300, 40-second to sometimes 5 minutes. I've gone up to 5-minute exposures, and you got to do dark frames, you got to do bias frames, you got to do light frames, you got to do all these different frames to get rid of the noise because you're shooting at such a high ISO over with such a long exposure with atmosphere, and then also radiation hits your sensor over that long, so you'll get hot pixels, like just blown out green pixel or blown out red pixel or from just gamma rays hitting your sensor or whatever. But you could literally have to spend all night. Some guys spend weeks photographing the same exact object out there, right, just to get the cleanest image possible. And then you can spend all evening long shooting, and then you get the pictures on your computer, and it's one thing screwed up, or your tracking was just a little bit off, like you didn't polar align correctly. And, so it's
for
an
me,
entire
that's going
night.
back to like the dark room and like I hope I got something here, but, like, oh shit, it's overexposed.
But when you get it, it is so rewarding.
I'm
You're
sure.
Just this is in the air, and it borders like science and art.
This is one photographer. I can't remember his name, but like he makes his own glass film on the spot when he does his landscape photography. Dude, his work is phenomenal, also, man. But he goes through all the. Like, sometimes he's like, there's a miss, and sometimes it's like you screw up the shot, and then you're out there for another 8 hours trying to, wait for the right time for the lighting to hit the right time, and then you have to make sure you have your glass ready, and you put it in the. I was like, shit, man. Just imagine.
I never did.
That dude, that photographer was awesome too.
The thing I came from was selfies. That's it.
For selfies.
I didn't do nothing technical or astro or bizarre, like Pablo, like damn. Bro.
How many lenses did you break doing those selfies? Oh, I'm just kidding. I'm
Whoa.
not saying
The case got cracked. The carrying case is cracked.
There you go. The lens loved you.
Oh man, the lens.
Look at that face. Come on, who doesn't love that? His mother.
We all love that face. We all, as my people say, look at that punum.
All these great. All is great. My friends right above me.
Oh man, but yeah, man, that's yeah. So what you got coming up though? Are you gonna have a show next week?
Yes, we're doing a show next week. We do have a guest lined up. We decided to slow the release down a little bit because going back and watching it, the shows are just so dense with information. And I just want to give people time to process it. If they want to go back and watch it again, I think the format kind of lends itself to multiple watches just because we're throwing so much information at you. And it's just, like I said, just so dense with info. I just want a little bit of time for people to absorb it. You know what I mean? Before just piling on week after week after week, So we're going to slow down. And then after this next episode, we're going to be slowing down a lot because, I work in the music industry and I'm leaving for work. I'm going to the UK for a little while to do some shows. And then I come back and we go into rehearsals, and then I'm in rehearsals for like a week, and then I hit the road for the stateside tour. So this next episode we probably won't do anything in March, but we'll probably be back in April doing some stuff.
Cool.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that you have Paige as
absolutely.
That's pretty neat. I was like, that's also when I first saw it. I was like, oh man, he got Paige on there.
So the way this idea came about is because of Paige, actually.
Oh, nice.
And his show, The Hangout, a little plug for him there. But they had a really insightful conversation on that show about, some photographers get a lot of anxiety and they feel, or they'll compare themselves to other photographers, and they get down on themselves and feel like, oh, I'll never be that good.
I did that a lot at the beginning. Yeah.
And so it got me thinking, like, are people looking at my stuff and like feeling down on themselves or whatever? And I started thinking, like, how can I help? And so I reached out to Paige and I was like, this conversation you guys had on your show really got me thinking, like, is this something you would be interested in doing with me? And he was cool with it and thought it was a great idea and wanted to help. And I'm glad to have him there with me.
I mean, that's kind of what sparked this whole thing too, like doing what we're doing here, like, with the lighting tips, the composition tips. And because I do see how people sometimes get, like, they feel like, oh, their shots are not up to par. I was like, we all started there. I was like, I was like, if you go back to all of our accounts, you'll see where we're at. I mean, some shots I've deleted in the past, and I've lost a lot of shots also. But we've all started down there. I mean, we weren't born with this talent like that we have. Like the skills that we have now, we weren't born with it. Well, except for Lou. Lou was born already a master. So
I was born in that.
We weren't born with the camera in our hand and you Photoshop and all that. When we started off, we all started off somewhere. But the goal is like you just got to keep at it. Yeah. Don't get discouraged.
And that's another thing is. I wanted to do this format as well, even though sometimes I feel like it can go long or might get boring in spots. But I think it's important, like you see tutorials online and they're edited, right? And it makes it look like this guy can just set this up and shoot it. And it's amazing. And you don't see any of the background struggles. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So I think it's good for people to see, like, we all go through similar struggles. It doesn't always go perfectly. How can you work through these problems? And I'm trying to share the information that I've learned in my journey through photography, and hopefully inspire others, and also hopefully make people not feel so bad about where they're at in their journey. In the meantime,
as somebody who's watched your show, you need you definitely need to have more figures falling over. That is probably the most stressful thing. Is you get the pose, you get everything right, and then all of a sudden somebody just decides they just want it. You're like,
yeah.
you're like,
Or your
happened
dog
way
is
too many
crying at the
times.
door, and you stand up and then accidentally kick your camera, and then got to start.
oh yeah, you nudge
over.
the camera. That's the other one too.
Oh man, the worst that's happened to me was like I noticed something was off in my viewfinder, so I got up to go and make that slight adjustment. That's all I needed to do. And I use a remote trigger, but it's wired cable to my camera. And if I don't realize that it's hooked on either on my jeans or my belt,
you have it hooked on your jean. What are you in? Are you?
well, no, like it gets hooked. Like if I get up and I'm too close to it, it gets hooked. The little loop, and then I end up moving like the whole camera. Or
dude,
get a Bluetooth trigger, man.
You gotta get a non-wired like remote.
I do.
I use my phone for my trigger.
I'm gonna show you the worst thing
You
that's
lose your
happened to me
mind.
during a shoot. You ready?
I broke my Vaporoni like that. My Jackie Vaporoni foot like that.
I got some sticky
I
tack
love
in
that
there.
foot for you, Maz. I just don't know what you need. I can't get it off the
Womp
figure, so-
womp.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, I don't think you could get that peg off the foot from.
I don't think.
Nope.
I think it's yeah.
You have to give me the whole body, unfortunately, Trevor. I think.
Yeah, he's done. Yeah. He's done for.
You can't?
But
Oh, okay. Right.
yeah, no, it's so. I don't know if you can see there.
Yeah. You have to just blue tack it. That's what I did to my.
Yeah, it's completely sheared off, and I don't know. I could drill it out.
Yeah, you can do the pin. Pin thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I can do with Vapor. Yeah, I bought a pin just to.
Yeah, because Maz, I have like a body, but it has one leg. Like the other pin, one pin broke and one pin didn't, and I was going to give you the other pin, but I'm going to have to like heat it off, melt, like, and you're going to have to glue
I don't
it
think
on.
you can remove.
Well, I think I can drill it in.
You can remove anything. Like it comes off.
I think I can drill it in because I fixed my Predator like that. My Hot Toys Predator, my cannon arm for the classic Predator broke.
Are you familiar with?
The glue didn't work, so I put a drill bit in there, snapped it off, and now I got.
Yeah. Are you familiar with Bill Maru?
Bill Maru.
Oh yeah.
Bill Maru.
Oh yeah, Billy. Yeah.
He has some nice techniques that you can use to repair pins and pegs and stuff. Yeah.
This is glue, guys.
I do it all the time with prototypes, man. It's insane.
Maz, you gotta work on pose, man. That shit posing, man. You gotta work on.
It is a tight Guyver though, man. I like the blue on it.
It's a teal.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's a nice blue. Like
it's a nice improvement from what I've seen in photos and stuff. And he's way bigger than Guyver 3.
Is that Figma?
They're both Figma. This is the newest one though. This is the new release. This is the old one.
Where do you get that? Ami, or where do you buy your Figma stuff?
This one I bought from Good Smile.
He wanted to be the first.
Oh, okay.
So I got the base that was exclusive just to Good Smile.
Right on.
He's pulled his face off, man. He's got the face and doing the face thing.
I assume it's cheaper. They're overseas, right? They're not in the United States. I assume you end up saving money rather than buying it from like Big Bad Toy Store.
I bought two of these at $160 shipped, so that's 80 some odd bucks a figure. I don't know what BBTS got them at.
Yeah,
he got it like I think maybe 20 or 30.
I think what you spent on two figures is what they have it listed on for one at BBTS.
Yeah, I believe that.
Yeah, because that's the way it's stitched. The Revoltech stitch.
Yeah,
you can buy two figures overseas for the price of one on BBTS.
Yeah, I got my stitch from Hobby Link Japan. It was $40.
Yes, so did I. Yep, that's where I got. I got two actually.
Hobby Link. I'm not familiar with them. I'll have to look that up.
You got to be careful for Hobby Link. So, like, if you pre-order something and you cancel, they'll ban you.
So yeah, Ami does that too. But you can only they give you like some buffer, so I think you can cancel 3 times.
Yeah, I think it's the same.
And I've canceled once. So
we're gonna bring out the John Candy goodness.
Oh man, no, that's awesome. That's great.
So Trevor, how can I get one? I want to get a.
They're sold out. Sorry, man.
You didn't tell me this. Why couldn't you just
tell me?
Wow,
third party.
Great.
Oh my God, man! Bart,
touch my mug.
Speaking of figures, man, did you hear anything about your Gandalf? Because T-Dubs is starting to send out their Gandalfs apparently.
Who said that? Who's
I've
Gandalf?
seen people all over.
I got my Gandalf. No, TW got my friend Tom his Gandalf, and has not responded to my email for 2 weeks. So yeah.
So you might have an extra one if they ship that, is what you're saying?
No, I don't have. No. I got the Gandalf that I ordered. I didn't order it from TW's.
Oh, I thought you ordered one.
But I do have like, several
They've been posting
thousands of dollars from
they're
T-Dubs.
back in business, man.
Oh, that's awesome, Lou.
Yeah, don't order anything from them because they're just trying to lure you back in, man. They're just rebaiting the hook. That's all they're doing.
Yeah.
And you have 2 lone roaches?
Oh, look at that.
No, this is an official lone roach. The accessories from the lone roach, I made another one from GPS lot soft goods.
Gotcha.
That was his alarm.
Yeah.
My alarm went off. So, official, and then kit bashed with a couple extra accessories. So I got Doc Nocturnal's red gloves, a GPS lot Gomez style Lone Roach body, extra sword, and the head from Lone Roach, and this third.
Oh, God dang it! I can't make everybody happy.
No. Go ahead. Talk. No, Lou was talking. So go ahead.
Yeah, the third party body that's the same as Gomez, but it has like this thigh cut in it. This is something I got from, what was it? VC Toys.
VC Toys.
Yeah, so they don't make this body no more.
No,
they don't make this body no more. But that new body that came out, it's a little bigger, a little taller, but it will be.
I think it'll work. Yeah.
Have you seen the Roman Key? I think it's called Roman Key.
Yeah, Roman Key. The male body looks great.
Oh my God, it looks amazing.
Right, Trevor, let's see Bill Pullman while they're talking about that.
Schwartz. I need to see the Schwartz.
Schwartz is strong on that one.
Schwartz right here.
That's amazing.
Oh, it's awesome.
Bigger than yours.
I think the candy head sculpt's a little stronger from what I can tell.
I think
who makes those?
I don't know, but the paint might be better on the John Candy sculpt. But
yeah, that's all that matters though, because John Candy is the GOAT. So
yeah.
Are they Hot Toys or is
jacket
that
is beautiful
party?
though?
This is
a custom.
Oh really?
Yeah, full custom.
That's awesome.
Now, damn it, Trevor! I wish you would have told me that they had these, and I would have signed up real quick. Oh man, yo, you don't understand. Like, I didn't see Star Wars first. I saw Spaceballs first.
Did you really?
I saw the spoof before the film.
Wow!
Like this. Oh snap! I'm like, is that yogurt? He's like, no, that's Yoda. I'm like, oh
man, yogurt? Are they gonna make yogurt too?
Oh yeah, I got the yogurt and the dark helmet on order.
That is awesome.
The dark helmet is fantastic too. The yogurt.
I want to see what the paint application on yogurt is going to be, because he in the movie he had like that glittery look. Like,
hold on 1 second, I'll show you what it looks like. It's
I need to see this.
See, yeah, Trevor, you're killing me, man. I can't have the one set without the other, man.
Oh, I hope he comes with like the lunchbox accessories, like all the like all the merchandise accessories.
The coloring book.
That'd be fantastic.
I had to stop buying 1/6. I've had to really like control myself, but because there are things that come out that I want, but I never shoot 1/6.
And he does come with the merch.
Oh yeah! Look at all the figures. It comes with all the little figures.
Can't stop. You got to slow down first.
Still available though. Is it still available?
Awesome.
Is it still available for pre-order?
No. I mean, I can ask, but I think they're all gone. I think they're all. I mean, these are like there's like 20 of these things, or 25.
Greg says,
30.
Trevor, did you order it shipped at ludicrous speed?
Yeah. I want it now. Then no, it was then. Then was now. Now is now.
Then is now. Now is now.
Listen. I
need to watch this movie again today.
Yeah, so
you just missed it, Lou. You just missed it.
Listen, I need to get both this set and the other set, and then I need a bunch of assholes. Okay. I need a bunch of assholes to go with it.
Yeah, the assholes would be good.
That would be dope. Actually.
Listen.
Yeah,
but
wow,
give me a monitor covered in raspberry.
What you're saying, I'm trying to wean myself off of the 1/6 a little bit too.
Star.
Father's, brother's, nephew's, cousin's former roommate.
But the Predators are always going to get my dollar, Ian. Because 1/6 Predators, they're always going to get my dollar.
Yeah, I know you're a Predator guy. I just, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 Hot Toys, and I never shoot any of them. You see my
Why not?
Spider-Man here.
Wait, didn't
Yeah.
you?
Because I got Superman, I got Boba Fett, and Nightmare Batman.
Oh, Nightmare Batman.
But yeah, I have all these Spider-Man. I hate all of them except for Miles.
Miles, is that the movie Miles? The movie one?
Yeah, the Spider-Verse Miles.
I bought 2 of him. I loved him so much. He was awesome.
Yeah, it's okay. I don't, whatever material they used on him, they need to just use that material for all of them.
We've been telling
I don't know why,
and everybody who listen. Him and Gwen are both done the same way. So if you get Gwen, she's in the same kind of costume.
Yeah. I just never shoot them because I don't have I guess I have a monitor. I could do just a portrait shot with a monitor background, but I like to layer depth into my photos, and it's just
some 6-scale props. That's
you
got Photoshop, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Hold on, man. Hold on. This is something I've learned recently, man. Hold on. I gotta share my screen. Share screen. Oh, yeah. That's what I meant to share. Oh yeah. This is all just a generative fill background.
Yeah, I do that sometimes too. Like the prune face, not today's prune face shot, but yesterday's or the day before's, whatever the one before it was.
That's not.
I actually just went to Adobe Firefly, which is their generative fill, right? But you can type in whatever you want, and then I just put that on a monitor, so I'm still kind of doing it.
That's what I've been doing for my
or whatever
backgrounds. Yep.
But
this is generative fill too, though. This one here. But
yeah, that's awesome. That's a great shot, Maz.
Thank you.
So you pay for that?
Yeah, I just don't do a lot of 1/6. That Sideshow Man with No Name, Blondie, came out, and I saw it at my local toy shop.
Ooh.
And I had it in my hands, and I'm doing this mental gymnastics, like like I wanted it so bad, but then I was like, I'm not gonna shoot it, but I want it for the shelf presence, but I'm not gonna shoot it. Like, and I ended up putting it back on the shelf, and then I would go home and I get on their online store, and I'm like hovering over the buy. Like, I had to talk myself out of getting that so many times. Thank God someone else bought it and just took the temptation away from me.
Cowboys are good.
Cowboy stuff is fun to shoot at 1/6 like that. That can be.
Yeah, I wish Mezco would give I've started making my own, but like I've 3D printed some cowboy hats, and like I put.
Yeah. Ooh, that looks good on that. Look at that.
This is Owlman's body, actually.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. This is Owlman's body, and I just popped adders. I've got a hat for him too, but it's in a plastic baggie somewhere.
Right.
But
yeah,
the last shot I did with him, apparently I didn't use a hat. So
did you get Vapor's Kylab's custom clothing to give him that kind of?
I did, yep, and I got that, and then I have Western Gomez too that I custom made.
Ooh, that's what we need. I'm surprised they have not given us a Western Gomez, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have a hat. I have a cowboy hat that I 3D printed for him as well. But I have to keep it on there with sticky tack for photos, and I didn't want to keep the hat on him.
Yeah.
So
anyways, did you also drill out the holes for the antennas?
No, but I need to. It's just I have an FDM printer. I didn't go resin because I have a 5-year-old and she's into everything, and I didn't want to introduce the toxins into the environment at this age.
I hear you.
So it's just I don't know. It's not the best quality print as it is because FDM has. Sorry, my dog's whining, but I can still talk. FDM just doesn't have like printing smaller. Isn't its strong suit. So I'm just kind of scared to drill some holes in there and then just have to spend another 8 hours printing a stupid hat.
Yeah, I've been
printing whatchamacallit, needle, right? And light it up, like get a flame
and just melt it
and melt it through and place it where you want the hat to stay at, specifically on it, on the tilt, put it on you want it straight on, and just put the holes straight through. Kind of use Gomez's head as a guideline.
What helped me get the
great
hose
idea. Thank
in
you.
the right spot for a hat. So there's a tutorial that I followed before. The dude's making those Asian rice hats for the figures, and he uses a plastic, like the clear plastic, and he uses tape, and then you paint over the tape. Well, I made like a bunch of those, and I had a spare one that was still clear. I hadn't put any tape on. I laid that on top of Gomez's head, and I marked the hose, and then I put that underneath the hat, and then used that as the guide, and it's perfect. It worked out perfectly. That's what So there's a figure. I don't know if it's still available. You might still be able to find it, but it's a Raya doll that Walmart used to have, and she came with a hat, and it fits perfect for 112. And that's the new hat that I'm using on Gomez now. And I made the hose using that method, and it works perfectly. Like the hose line up perfectly for the antenna. But I've been 3D printing a whole bunch of stuff lately. Like I started 3D printing these little model vehicles that I've been using with vapor.
Nice.
Like these have been pretty fun to do. And then I did the little fender little bike.
Do you have a resin printer?
Yeah, I got a resin printer. Not for Christmas, but I got it in December.
I want to get one. I'm almost just burnt out with I'm just not even into the FDM thing. It's just like the quality just isn't there to where.
I was struggling with the FDM printer, and I'm glad
I have this.
Got a resin. Oh, wow.
Dr. Doom, that Rumble 112 photos made for me and sent it to me out of the kindness of his own heart.
Wow.
Yeah, actually, you tune into the Hangout, Lou. I know. Yeah. Yeah. So, anyways, I got the Milliput that's kind of drying right now, but I'll paint that up tomorrow.
That looks nice.
But I want that.
I'm waiting on Mike to print me something like that.
Oh, it's got a little couch cushion too, which I think I put my little. I don't know where it is. It's somewhere on my table, but it's got a little couch cushion that goes right here too.
There. Yeah,
nice. That looks. Yeah, that came out nice.
I want that.
Yeah,
I want that.
The one I have Mike printing is the one from the statue, so it doesn't have that big D. It's got smaller little D's, and we pulled the statue off of it. Hopefully, Mike can print it. It's a different one. It's not as tall.
Yeah.
And while you guys are talking, I just got an email from BBTS, and they said, we're writing to inform you that the Blitzway Ghostbusters Afterlife Ecto 1 arrived with. Oh no! Wait, hold on. But they're going to get me my new decals and a new trap car.
Oh, nice.
So scales pretty
well.
That
looks good. Yeah, look at that.
Oh, snap. And he fits all the way back in the seat?
Yep. Yeah, he sits all the way back. I don't have the cushion on it right now, but obviously I didn't take any time to pose this up. I just tossed them on there. But yeah, it'll look great. I can't wait to get some shots. That's the one thing I've been missing is like, I mean, you have to have a throne with Doom, right?
Yeah, I'm waiting. I need one.
Yeah, you have to.
No, you don't.
I do.
No, you don't.
Who got this? Did you guys get? Oh man,
no, I didn't.
Got it, but I got the C. Jessam soft goods for the Marvel Legends one, and I think it looks great. I mean, I haven't even opened that Doom yet. So
it's just this like. I was not expecting, like I opened it and then when I pulled them out, I was just like, wow, this is heavy. Like this is.
You had the Iron Man in hand?
No, I don't have any of the
Iron Man from Mexico. Nice. It's the same thing. The only difference is that it has LED features for the chest plate for Iron Man.
Like, I don't do too many comic book shots, so I usually skip the comic characters, but this one I was like, I gotta do it.
I got him and the Fantastic Four all because I had Galactus. I was like, I got it.
Yeah, you got to fill in the team.
I do that, man. That Galactus is badass. I don't know if you have the HasLab Galactus, but I love that.
No, I got the Sentinel. I have the Sentinel for my X-Men because the X-Men villains are like, ugh, they don't have any. They only have Magneto,
and that's another problem with my collection with like. The comic book stuff, like all I have are the heroes. Like I need some more villains to kind of. But But the other thing is like all of my shots are like some dude standing there with a gun or some dude sitting there with a gun and a dead person in the background. And like, I just don't do like a lot of like, swinging through New York or like punching or action or like, it's just so like the comic. That's what kind of why I skip a lot of the comic book characters, but I felt like I needed Doom. May have been wrong. I don't think I need him, but
Doom could do whatever he wants. It's Doom.
He's just the man. He's just
I don't know what's going on.
So iconic. I hope the MCU doesn't mess him up. I hate the state of the MCU right now. Hopefully Deadpool 3, that trailer looks great.
The trailers look great.
Yeah.
I watched Marvel. I thought that wasn't bad. The girl was annoyed the crap out of me because she was all fanboying out the whole time, and I was like, all right.
She was okay. Wait. She was the best part of the movie. Like if it wasn't for Ms. Marvel, I think I would have hated that movie.
Yeah, she was the best part of the film. She was the best part of the film.
Disney Plus is free now to watch.
Is like we're sitting there watching it with my wife, and my wife likes these movies. She's not like I have to kind of pause and go, that guy in the comic books was like So we got to the point where like, okay, this is a female lead superhero movie, right? It's like as if Captain America, Thor, and Iron Man were in a movie, like Captain America. What was called?
I don't know.
You broke up. What'd you say?
Anyway, it's like one of the Captain America movies, but like they're on the ship and they're spoiler alert. They're trying to figure out how to switch their powers when they use their powers, they switch places, and they're skipping rope and they're acting like 14-year-old girls. And I paused the movie and I'm like, what's wrong with this? And my wife was like, men would never do this. I'm like, exactly. Like, no offense, but like
there you have
our women, and like you're making them out to be like 14-year-old girls,
14-year-old girls, schoolgirls.
Stark and like Captain America and Thor skipping rope to try and figure out some
bingo
power thing.
Bingo.
It was pathetic, man. It was
bingo.
Like you are like empowering women by this script. It's horrible. Horrible.
And that's the thing. The scripts have taken a back seat to identity politics. I'm just gonna put it out there. Not only that, but they don't respect the source material, right? So like with Echo that just came out, they completely changed her character.
They
completely changed her powers. They completely changed everything. I didn't either. I heard all this through
I want to see
YouTube reviews,
Kingpin,
but
I love Kingpin.
They changed everything to shoehorn in the identity politics.
Yep.
So they can get the narrative out. So it's just
but here's the thing, like forget identity politics because you've got
the fans that grew up with it. You know what I mean? We are the fans, we're the ones spending money. Give us what we want to see and what we love.
But identity politics is one thing, like gender bending, whatever. But Captain America or Captain Marvel was a woman. Miss Marvel was a woman. What's her name was Monica Rambeau. Her character, all female characters. But you could have, aside from Miss Marvel, the teenager, who I think is a great actress, and I think she did a great job with what she was given to do there. The family's great, although they're making them very one-dimensional too, like just kind of like comic relief.
Beyond one-dimensional.
You could have interchanged Monica Rambeau and Captain Marvel's dialogue, and it wouldn't have made a damn bit of difference. There's no character to them. Like they don't have what's Captain Marvel's, what's her kryptonite? You know what I mean? Like what makes her, what's her inner struggle? I have no fucking clue. Tony Stark is an asshole because like he's just all about technology and he overlooks everything like human. For this technological perfection of the world. Captain America is a do-gooder, I'm simplifying here, but like what are their foibles, their strengths? You don't even know. You know what I mean? Captain Marvel did a good job of like establishing her as a kind of a badass, but they didn't take it any further. And you don't even know what the hell she's about. It was sad. It was sad.
Yeah. The stories have been sacrificed on the altar of identity. That I love that shot, Trevor. That
1/6.
I know why I just brought this up when we were talking about Cowboys, but that was
all right.
Yeah,
I love
so
cowboy
that
shots.
figure's
I'd love to
coming
do more
out in
cowboy shots.
1/12 scale, and I'll be getting
Yeah, I
that.
know. We need
Well,
one of cowboy stuff, man.
Aren't they
I would
giving us a
love that.
1/12 scale of him?
I think
Yep.
so.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. On 5, I think it's up. Wait, is it 5K?
Yep.
Yeah.
It hasn't been up for pre-order yet. They
Right.
just
Yeah, that's
teased
right.
It.
It has.
They
They
teased
teased
it.
it. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it's just they're just not doing the same. It was.
And there's that. They also teased another cowboy figure, that skull with the skull face. It was just
I know, but it was art. It wasn't even.
Yeah,
like
it was
a
just an
prototype.
illustration, right? It was an
Yeah.
illustration, but it did say 1/12 scale coming soon or whatever. And then
No, it was like, who would buy this or something
was
like
it
that.
who would buy this?
I felt like they were kind of testing the waters to see if there would be like a market for it, and they were trying to see like what the response
who's
would
doing
be.
that with the dragons too? Like, there's somebody doing that with like dragon riders. Is that like Toy
I haven't seen that.
77?
I think it's the same company that's doing that.
Is it?
Did you see that?
They're
bear?
doing AI stuff, like, and it's like AI, like, oh, here's a character with a dragon.
Oh no, I haven't.
We
seen
need
that.
dragon
Tora
riders.
Nerd has a good point. Tora Nerd, that's a great comment. Prey was
exactly
amazing.
Yeah.
Like, you care about the character. The
Yep.
fact that she's Native American isn't front and center. It's part of the story. It enhances the character. It works in the story. It's all part of it. It's not
and
like
that's within the
it
course
wasn't
of one movie.
shoehorned.
That's the course of one movie. We've had
Yeah.
3 appearances at least of Captain Marvel at this point, and they're not writing her that I know like what she's about and what her
She's a brick.
downfall.
She's a brick.
Yeah.
She's a
Like
brick.
Guardians of the Galaxy, you know all those people. You kind of know what they're about. You know what I mean? It's like you feel
The character development. is
you
not
know what to
characters-
expect from them in a situation.
Well,
like if
they
they put in
have
this situation, you know what to expect.
Delayed.
Like I would not say Captain Marvel would start skipping rope and
Disney
doing,
knows there's a problem. They've delayed everything. They pushed everything back. They've canceled all of their 2024 releases except for Deadpool. Deadpool is the only movie we're going to see in 2024 from the MCU.
Yep.
I think that's the right move. I think they need to recenter, refigure out what they're doing. They know they're losing their audience. It's just whether or not they're going to change. That's the big question.
Well, the thing
They're
is
not
that
making good
Disney.
movies anymore. They're not.
The thing
good
is that
movies.
Disney needs to
Yeah.
get their hands off of it and let Marvel do Marvel. Let
Well,
Kevin
and that's
Feige,
the thing.
let Kevin Feige do what he wants.
He proved he knew what he was doing at the beginning. Like,
Right. Exactly. That's why
was-
I'm surprised that Disney. Well, Iger just wants to put his hands on everything and make changes, and we've seen the downfall from that. They just need to let Marvel write it, let Marvel do their thing, let Kevin Feige do his thing, and
They've
it'll
already-
go back up.
also announced Silver Surfer is going to be female.
Yes, I hate that.
Why?
I know. Exactly. Why?
Are they?
And-
well, I don't know.
but
I
if
don't know
you
if that's
question
going to
it,
be.
you're
Is that
toxic.
official
My
though?
first
Right?
appearance of
Unofficial,
Silver Surfer on the
I mean,
wall. Why are they going to do that?
Because you're a toxic fan.
What I don't understand is why change characters that have
What's
been
up with them
already
wearing the
developed.
clothes? You're gonna
Why
have a
not
female
make new
body paint?
characters instead of
Here-
changing characters that already have
there-
been?
I'm going to make it real
There
simple.
are certain characters.
We are the ones who grew up with the characters. We are the ones who are paying the money to go
Yep.
see it, right? We are the ones who want to see a certain thing. We gave Disney and Marvel all of our money for the Endgame saga or whatever, the Infinity Stone saga, whatever they call it, because they did it well and they represented most of the characters well, and we wanted to see more. Now they don't care about what the fans want, right? They're hiring people who aren't familiar with the source material. They're changing everything. They don't, not only are they not familiar, but they don't have respect for the source material. And then they're losing all the fans because they're giving us product we don't want to see and we don't want to spend our money
A good
on.
example.
Just
a
give
good
us
example of that.
what we want.
A good example of that is with the recent downfall of the Snow White film.
Yeah.
She had no
Yep.
respect for the source material. She only saw the movie once. She complained about the male role in the film, and like
Bash Melrose and Bash Mel's in general.
bashed it. She bashed the classic film horribly.
You can list.
And so the movie went from like people were anticipating it to they had to cancel it.
Yep.
Like it's gonna go through reshoots.
They have
They're
a
gonna have
bad
to get someone
PR
else.
problem. They have.
Yes.
They need to just be in the role of entertainment and stop telling people how to think. You know?
League of Extraordinary Sisters says, as a girl making Silver Surfer woman is weird, and I feel it's really weird.
I don't think that hasn't been confirmed though. Like it could be, you could be somebody saying like it's maybe they're using Nova instead. I mean, there's plenty of female roles in
they need to bring those,
especially like X-Men, like they're leaders. You know what I mean? Like
you
got to bring that stuff in. Again, Captain Marvel could be leader. Like I know they were setting that character up to be the leader of a new Avengers team, right?
Yep.
But it's not her fault. I know, like every whatever is like, oh, she hates men, but who cares? You know, she's good. You know, I like her in the part. She looks good in the thing.
Same here.
They didn't give her any kind of character. There's no interest. Like
I agree with you.
Like immediately,
100%.
Tony Stark had a character. This guy's
I have no problem with
you know what I mean, like
at all.
I don't have a problem with her as an actress at all.
The writing is what's
terrible.
It's when you shoehorn it in. When you shoehorn it in, it's a problem.
When you shoehorn it, but like they haven't given any of these characters. Like I think Wanda was like maybe the last character, but that was because she was in the MCU when Feige was still. I know he's still on top of it, but like shit was still being, like looked at with a fine-tooth comb, and like she was given a character, and then she's developed that character as an actress, and it has something. All these other characters that have come since then are just
one fail after the other.
Yeah, there's one fail after another. But
Cutter, you
I'm gonna tell you this:
change one for another. Like it doesn't matter what character they are.
It's just the writing that's screwing everything up. It's whoever they're giving the reins to write.
It's the same thing with Ahsoka, man. Ahsoka was a freaking mess, man.
All of Star Wars, Disney Star Wars is.
The writing in that thing was atrocious. Like, there's one point where Ezra and Sabine are talking, and she goes, "We didn't think we'd find you." He goes, "How did you?" She says, "What? Find me." What the fuck is that dialogue? What is?
Did you see?
We were just talking for 2 seconds. Like what? And they did it twice. They did it twice. They did it with the Ahsoka where she's like, you don't have to worry about me, or you could something like that. It's like, well, I know. Can I trust you? What? With like. Oh my! Who talks like this? It's like you're supposed to be like superheroes, basically. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's true.
Horrible.
Did you see Ant-Man Quantumania?
Horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Oh, so bad. But there was a lot of that in that movie as well. Like just horrible writing. Like the mystery. Like this girl just invents a machine in a basement, and apparently it's been there the whole time, and her parents never knew about it, and she's down there with like riveting and
but on the top of that, like
soldering, and her parents just have no clue she's building this quantum machine,
but he didn't.
On top of that, you just wasted what's his name,
Jonathan Majors.
No, not Majors. Ant-Man.
Oh,
Ant-Man.
Horrible. Like it was just terrible. Like the whole thing was just terrible. He's incredible.
Whoa,
like all those actors in there are incredible.
I'm walking on the street.
She almost felt OP in that film, like almost like Rey in Star Wars.
Yeah, Force.
She knew everything like that. She did everything like that. Like at the end when she magically rebuilt the thing to make the portal again to go get Dad. I was like, how? Like how fast was that? Like it was like I don't even think Iron Man Tony Stark could have done something that quick. You know what I mean?
They made it seem like a long time, but Iron Man built that suit in a cave. So I mean, like it's like, it's comic book. Like I get.
Yeah,
it.
You're
like,
right. Okay,
there are certain things that are like,
Tony Stark built this in a cave.
With a box of scraps.
You know.
But in a way, I'm kind of happy that they're holding off. And Deadpool's going to be the other thing, because I was kind of worried the direction we're going in right now for the Fantastic Four film. I was like, please.
They better do
Listen,
right.
You know what I'm a little disappointed with that is that what's his name is going to be Reed Richards.
Pedro Pascal.
He's a great actor,
Yeah,
but not for
he is stretched to the max, man. Like, come on,
John
like,
Krasinski. They
you know
should
what
have
I mean?
paid him whatever the hell they needed to pay him.
I don't even care if it wasn't John Krasinski, and I don't care if they even race changed him or whatever. But like Pedro Pascal is in everything now. Like it's like it's not even.
Yeah.
Like, I can't even separate him from Mandalorian and or
The
Last of Us, and then
Last of Us.
what's he doing recently? He's doing something where his character
still over in.
He's way overextended. He's way overextended in this genre.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing with Fantastic Four, man. They do have to do it right because they're already losing their fan base.
Yeah,
They're already losing their fan base, and it's also due to their agenda pushing stuff because they do mention that they're going in that route. They EPC scores or some shit like that. That's the name of it.
ESG.
Thank you. PSG scores. So
ESG.
They focus more on those scores, like if they matter when they're alienating their main fan base, which is the people who actually buy this stuff, the kids that want to buy this stuff. Like when Captain Marvel came out, no one really enjoyed the film, and then when you saw the figures on the shelves, you see the figures on the shelves, they never moved. They went straight to Ollie's. They went to five and below. Why is that?
Lou, this is my point, right? Okay, so I have a wife who loves this stuff, right? She's an executive woman. She's like, she would love to have watch, an empowered woman, you know what I mean? And there are some characters in that stuff, but when you put like Captain Marvel in front of her and you don't develop it as a character like the way you do with a Thor or a Captain America, they're putting them in there, but they're not writing well for them. Like,
the character development is missing. The story is missing.
When cool ass Captain Marvel starts skipping rope, and like jumping around to do her, like, what the fuck is that? Like that? No.
Like my wife
wants to see that. No woman is like, she sold me. I mean, as soon as I pause it, she's like, "Man would do this. Is stupid. This is stupid. Like this is stupid." So you're losing the audience that you're trying to gain with bad writing. Bad writing.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah. But also you got to take it into consideration. This shoehorning any character that is of the same gender or is pushing a movement or whatever the case may be isn't going to sell. It's not going to sell. Tell the story.
I think they're realizing that, which is why they've delayed everything.
No. A well-written character would.
But tell the story.
But look at Prey. Like, nobody has a problem with any of that. Nobody has a problem because it was done well. Like it was entertaining, and that's what they need to focus on is entertaining their audience. I think the problem is the identity politics take front seat rather than a back seat. You know what I mean? If they have to insert a message, do it, but it can't take the front seat. It can't take the front seat. We have to be entertained.
Yeah, I just think when people come at it as like, oh, it's like they're trying to shoehorn. Like, yes, there should be more roles and there should be more, but like you have to write them well. You can't just say,
yes, that's what I'm saying.
It's a woman. It's a woman.
Yeah, if
it's a gay man. Like, but
let it go.
Man. Like I don't care about this person. I don't know about this person. It doesn't matter. Like people don't identify with something just because it's in their same, subgroup. It's like somebody like I can identify with anybody, any character, like we did with Prey. Like Ian is saying, like with Prey with that girl. I didn't even thinking about like gender in that case.
I never thought about it once. I never thought about
it. Or the fact that she's taking, her brother's kind of like this macho doofus who's like, getting, but he was a good rounded developed character too. He wasn't just one dimensional either. He was good too. It was a well-written story. Nobody was one dimensional. Nobody just like, hey, you're this and that's it. Like we push you out there and like
and that's how Marvel feels now. Everything is.
I just think they have bad writers. They have bad writers.
I agree with that. It's the writers.
They did Andor, and Andor, like my wife watched Andor and she was like, this is like incredible. Like I'm not like, this is the best Star Wars. Like, and I know the Star Wars fans don't like it because the lightsabers and stuff like that.
No, it's espionage, and that's
like
the
there
best
was
type of Star
his
Wars.
mother was a great female figure, you know, to put out in front of this. She was powerful, and even his ex-girlfriend was like, there was great. The lead evil character was a woman, and she was freaking great, man. Like she was so, I hated her, and that's what you got to do. Like Marvels, I couldn't care less about anybody. I didn't care less about
that's the problem. That's the problem.
That villain like was the worst. Like she was like,
my wife said the same
about like
thing.
her hair looking perfect like every time. Like she's a judge, man. She's like a Cree judge or whatever. Like
I didn't even watch it.
That's why I'm already hearing bad things about that Madam Web movie too.
Listen. Let's not get started because it's supposed to release.
Say hi to Brian in the chat real quick, man. Brian,
Sony's got to stop. Man. Sony's got to stop.
Yeah. See, Sony's trying to bait people to go watch the film and be like, "Yes, this is going to tie in with your Spider-Man." Which one? Prove it. And I know exactly what they're going to do. No, I know exactly what they're going to do when they show the web of life and time and all that other stuff, right? And Madam Web sitting there, they're going to use old footage and shoehorn it in there and say, "Yeah, see, it's connected."
Well, supposedly they're from what I heard, that their plan is to reset the timeline. So Tom Holland's Spider-Man's not going to exist ever, and they're going back to.
You know, here's another problem.
Sony needs to be bought.
Yeah,
the whole multiverse thing is like the cheapest script writing technique you can use because there are no stakes anymore. It can just like. If a character dies, you could just bring them back. Doesn't matter. There are no all the.
Well, that is comic books though too. I mean, to be honest, that is Marvel. That is the history of Marvel comics. But like one of the best things I saw. Yeah, go ahead.
I was just saying. I think in this newest phase, it just doesn't. You know, when Thanos was there, ready to end the world, and the snap, like when he snapped at the end of Infinity Saga and everybody, or whatever the movie was called, Infinity War, and everybody disappeared, that hit you, man.
Yeah.
Dude,
that hit you. There was sadness at the end of that movie. You walked out of that theater like, damn.
Yep.
Now all of that is gone. All of those stakes are gone because they can bring back any character from any timeline. They've already killed Kang like 3 times in 3 different in one movie and 2 series, and it's like
if you watch Screen Crush on YouTube, he just did a breakdown of the Deadpool movie and how they're going to bring this and how he thinks they're going to use this to kind of restructure the MCU. And it's like it feels like after you watch it, the whole reason they did this was to say, okay, remember all those Spider-Man movies you loved? Remember the movies that were over here, the X-Men movies that you loved?
These X-Men movies?
They're all part of it. Yeah, we're all going to bring it together, and it's one big universe, and we're going to figure it all out, and we're going to, shuffle it, and like you're going to feel like, oh, you didn't watch those in vain because they're all part of this. And it was the whole reason to do a multiverse was to say, yeah, the X-Men, they're part of it. Spider-Man, part of it. Who cares? Like, I don't care. Like, it's so convoluted now that it's like I wish you just fucking like I
but
had.
it's not even.
I had Logan. I had I had. Wolverine,
I just want
like,
more street level stories. More street level stories that feel personal. There are personal stakes involved.
Well, I thought those Netflix shows were the best. The Daredevil was.
Oh my god,
Daredevil and
Daredevil was like the best Marvel property.
The only one from those series that was not that it was bad, but the weakest one was
Iron Fist.
Yes,
Iron Fist.
But the second season of Iron Fist.
The second season,
good,
second season, that one brought.
And I was kind of sad that they canceled it at that point.
Well, I think what they're going to be doing is they're adapting Deadpool kills the Marvel universe and making it Deadpool kills the Fox universe. Because you see in the trailer, even the Fox logo is part of the destroyed shit on the ground. And actually, then if you notice, there's also when he's laying there before Wolverine picks him up, there's a tattered copy of Secret Wars. Laying there.
New Secret Wars.
The new one.
Screen Crush seems to think that it's going to come down to like the X-Men from that universe versus the Avengers from the 616. I don't think it's going to come down to that, but it's going to come down to some idea of that, like
That would get audiences' butts back in seats. I'll tell you that. If they're worried about money, that would definitely put audience butts in seats. If
old
they
men
did that.
versus old men.
If they do an X-Men versus the Avengers, like the comic book series,
yeah,
get
back to the characters
like
that the fans love.
Yep,
that's all it comes down to, man.
Yep.
That's all.
But you could. There are new characters. There are other characters that people love, and the X-Men are them, and the Fantastic Four are them. But you got to do it right, man. You got to do it right.
Yeah.
I gotta scram. I'll catch you later.
All right, Lou.
All right, Lou.
No, that's true.
No more MCU. That's it. We're done.
Stop it. Stop it. Get out of here.
Yeah, we probably should wrap this up anyway, guys. Now they mention it, 3 hours is getting long here.
Yeah, I gotta go.
Because we can talk on forever about
that.
It's
my fault. I came in late and then we started.
No, you're good. No, you're good. Man.
This is a whole other show, man. This is a whole other show.
Let me sign us out here real quick. You guys, thanks for watching. We'll be here next week. And you got your show, Ian, next week is gonna be on again.
No, not next week. Oh yeah, next week.
Next week after Ma's toy box. Tune in to fill the frame.
Hopefully we won't run over again.
Yep.
No, I actually was telling Pablo I scheduled it later because I didn't want to stomp on you guys. I didn't want to, go. If people want to watch both, now you have the opportunity.
Sorry, we go too long.
I'm not out to steal an audience or anything. But also Tuesday just works for my schedule for once touring starts.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yep.
All right, guys. I'll get your link for your channel here and put that on the description so you popped in. But everybody else, you guys have a great night. We'll see you next week.
Peace.
And we'll have Jules, aka Lost in Translation Photo, and we are going to have League of Extraordinary Sixers on as our guest next week.
So, nice.
Next Toy Photo Bomb, Jesse Fireisen is going to be my guest.
So, perfect.
When is your next Toy Photo Bomb?
I think we're talking about March. I don't know. I got to look.
Next month.
Just subscribe.
Next month.
All right. Have a great night, guys.
Thanks, everybody.
See you.
A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away,